to pick middle, and he is one of the best oppers at just hitting that reaction shot as they're crossing middle. So if you're not nading that cross, expect to take damage, and that's one way that he opens up rounds for them, but also when he has to pick up the rifle too, just as ferocious. So there's so many ways that cs2 has the diversity of playstyles that are going to make him a factor in every round.
I think a key to victory on the side of FaZe Clan though, knowing you're going up against Vitality, you're playing the best map in Dust 2, is the fact that the man on your screen right here, Jacob, is performing very well on Dust 2. It is statistically speaking, out of the 6 maps he's played for FaZe Clan so far, the one where he performs the best. And we remember the game in Stage 2, I believe, against Aurora, where he for the first time stepped in and he was a decisive factor on the T side, showing some of that crisp aim, showing that he's very good in these chaotic situations when they're running over catwalk, when they're executing it towards a bomb site. We also know that he's been struggling a little bit on Nuke, and he was playing well this time around. So for Jacob, this is a great moment to step up on a map he's comfortable on, and on a map where he's having his old roles before he even joined FaZe.
A chance for Vitality to square back up to FaZe. Their choice of Dust 2 awaits.
Doesn't just await, Freya. We are truly underway. Already Brokey up that catwalk, already positions taken towards long, already FaZe Clan with a map win.
Oh, and Jacob.
With CS. That was the goal to start there.
Already with a kill inside of the pit. Nate gonna find him, tracks him down out of the corner.
They killed him before he got 2 pistol kills. That's already a win here for Vitality.
His pistol round stats are through the roof right now.
Second best at the major. We all know who'd be #1.
And on top of that, we talk about just his impact on Dust 2. The desk aptly put it. Kind of a piece that FaZe Clan can lean on. Devilwalk called this map the win condition for FaZe.
Because of FaZe, before they played, if Vitality did not play FaZe, they'd have the best pistols.
Ooh, hold on, still pressure. Frozen finding rocks, bottom middle. Said they wanted to keep FaZe Clan on their toes. Vitality trying to get up through the catwalk. 3 players versus the 4 of FaZe, but they'll find Kerrigan's head on that ramp. Brokey, he's able to catch one with the headshot to Apex.
They get rid of him.
They keep trading that one back and forth, so they'll find a bit of sanctuary for the plant. Twists with the Berettas, catches them off guard. Can't get the frag fast, but Flamesy within that pocket of timing is able to catch Frozen, and then with 3 kills to his name, take his 4th. Sorry, who's best in pistols?
All right, Flamesy shows up huge. Flamesy, not that reliable inside of playoffs, looking for some revenge. Bringing the pistol stats back into the favor of Vitality is a huge first step because, again, if you eliminate FaZe, if you remove them from the stats, Vitality the best pistol team at the major. Because of FaZe, FaZe are the best pistol team at the major. They beat them twice on Mirage, or twice on Nuke. The last time they played, they took the 2 pistols again. That has been an overwhelming reason for their success. So this clutch is massive for Flamesy.
You know, we started Nuke with a clutch for Twists. Look how that map went. Flamesy trying to kick it off on the right foot.
I mean, this is Vitality. They're unbelievable on this map. They just, all their wins are single-digit losses for their opponents. As Maui brought up, it's cs2 who he has unbelievable stats. They use him so well as a star player.
Sure.
He's able to do everything. He's supported every time he goes to different positions, and Dust 2 is all about mobility.
Oh, mobile through the tunnels. They'll find Rops holding the flank. Completely vacant B site. cs2 taking his time here. Not even planting that bomb, making sure nobody dies. I think that's key. Oof. Dunk a nade on him. Brokey with the 1 off the USP, but so be it. This is FaZe converting, and this is FaZe starting a map that, again, you know, they should have all the confidence in the world. There's just a question as to whether the result back on Nuke has put a dent in their overall confidence. Not the map-specific confidence, but just the one that they need tonight.
I mean, when most things happen in life, you can always tell yourself, we try again tomorrow. That's just not the case now. You know, we're no longer, there's no group stage second chance. There's no, this is a seeding match. This is the last. You have to play well now, today.
This is, the one and only best of 5 Budapest Grand Finals.
That's right, the first ever. World's first.
Couldn't think of better teams to duke it out.
Well handled by Jacob, man. His own molly as well.
Mezzy. Dirty. Late on the recovery there, catching Jacob.
But they're always stealing bases.
Always making moves. To the top of middle, to a vault, and to tunnels. Same story. Frozen, though, catching him off with the fact that 2 players pushed into this, keeps man advantage honest, right? 1 player the edge. And with the way he just ran back, there's a world where Flamesy thinks that he is already departed, but the reality is, right now, Frozen keeps a good timing on this flank.
He's got his guard down.
Vitality still don't know about it. Frozen's gonna work the body here, take his sweet time, And if he thinks they're going to come back up catwalk, he may never find anything. FaZe just passed those barrels.
This is strange. I mean, with how quickly Frozen moved, he knows that he's clear to go up cat. He knows that this is actually going to be a long play right now.
You don't actually catch a kill in this 2 versus 3, but you do give yourself all the confidence you need to lock in on that cross.
He allows Brokey to stay facing forward and go wide.
Smoke's making it a bit more awkward. But still, oh, ZywOo just shoots through it?
Whoa, yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. He might have been able to see him perched up on the ledge.
A little too scoped in towards the exit. Now Frozen gonna try his hand at it. Oh, looking to dodge flashes. Down to only a couple of shots. Frozen back into the cover, and unfortunately with 6 points of health, that flank never comes to fruition except the bomb got dropped.
Wait, it's really awkward,
that
actually.
Bomb got dropped, and now FaZe picks it back up. Frozen may go back at this. Almost catching FaZe on the chance to plant.
We've seen Frozen win some impossible rounds as recently as yesterday, but yeah, there's got to be no way this happens.
Ooh, man, talk about keeping Vitality on their toes, though.
Big save from ZywOo, though. 2 kills for him. He just wasn't that good on Nuke. We didn't spectate him at the most unflattering moments, but he missed a lot of op shots back on Nuke. By the way, Kerrigan, his best map versus a top 5 team since they eliminated Spirit from Copenhagen last year. Back on Nuke.
Just went down.
Nearly 180 AR on Vitality somehow.
Sorry, we're talking about the same Kerrigan that came into this major with his career low season, right?
You can't spell Kerrigan without Kerrig.
Terrorists win. This guy is sick of losing in major grand finals. And so he will keep that moving forward in mind.
But this is all going to be, it's going to be ZywOo watch the entire map. Can they counter him? One thing I'm wondering, and we'll see more about this in the second half, is all of the targeted utility they had to counter Rops in his favorite spots, whether he was on the ramp or falling back, sort of showed you how deep the prep goes from FaZe. You know, people like to joke and say, well, they just do whatever they want, right? But they clearly did show the game plan, and we saw Xtaz say, well, no, there was a game plan for us too. We just didn't execute it well. FaZe did both last time. I'm expecting that to definitely be different now.
Certainly a kind of vibe that FaZe can throw a spanner in the works with, but it's not immediately as aggressive as some of their previous openings. They've already had this affinity for the tunnels push. I think that's going to keep Vitality on their toes. And just keeping Vitality there on guard for the start of this half, it's an important step for FaZe to make early. Missed shot. But Kerrigan should be feeling it. He brought up his stats for map 1. Can he tap back into it as this best of 5 goes on? Right now it's the climb up towards the catwalk for Vitality. Just gonna leave Mezzy to make sure nobody gets frisky over towards long. And Utility's got Kerrigan full white. Can't see a damn thing, but still tries to take that step into FaZe.
Yeah, he's in form, so he doesn't move. He's in a spot right now where he just believes in every play. We've seen how many times Frozen has tried to push, and this is back on Nuke too, taking over ramp space, right? Like, FaZe are not playing afraid at all. And it's also true that Vitality are taking aggro, then drawing back, and like not leaving anybody there.
Those empty gaps, will they end up costing them? Not right now. FaZe jumps around the corner, loves the flying MAC-10. Oh, there it is! Desert Eagle out from CT spawn. Off coverage from ZywOo.
Wait, the time.
Get the kill back. Bomb's got to cross over just with enough. ZywOo into the plank. He can only afford that one shot through that door. Just pressure alone here for FaZe.
Oh, if they're going to make this a tunnels play, it's just got to be extremely haste.
Man, that damn near forced an error out of Vitality. Just goes to show that they are on the brink. But ZywOo, freed up from the responsibility of the bomb, makes contact with that Jacob M4, and now it's been cut down. Tunnel side control. Back to the doorway shots go ZywOo. Rob's gonna give him assistance, and so things stabilize. Very dangerous situation there for Vitality to handle, all made possible by FaZe and the franticness out middle.
Yeah, and also things like Kerrigan eating 2 flashes while standing up on the cat ledge, watching, not seeing anything actually come of it, and then peeking again, catches them falling back, and Vitality not willing to respect that and try to push back and threaten cat again. Instead, FaZe are staying fluid no matter what. They're not scared of a little presence being shown here from Vitality, and that's just giving them options. Just giving them a chance to get this 3v1 inside of middle, and then another player pushing out. but ZywOo saves it.
Brokey awaits them with this heavy lean out of FaZe Clan. They've waited for these guns.
You can see the lean. Last round for Vitality, you know, there wasn't actually that much pressure when they got that bomb down very late. When they eventually split B, they lost 2 players, but the clock was already low at that point.
Scary to see ZywOo almost be a part of that problem, right? Stopping for the one shot he could afford.
This has got to be a good hit. I mean, this smoke comes down and responds. Actually, 2.
Flamesy's ahead of it. That's pressure on Frozen. He's fine with it.
Wait, he's solo. He has to get these kills.
Plays outside of the doorway. Needed Apex to not catch his support piece, or maybe not. Frozen's got it on his own.
Oh.
A little more damage done there versus Rops will now sit on 30. 3 players for the retake here, FaZe.
This was actually not supposed to be a viable round here for the CT side, leaving Frozen alone, and now they're going for it.
Oh, just tries to dive through that smoke. That's the kit down. Somebody's gonna need to scoop that up between Brokey and Jacob if they think there's legs still for this retake. ZywOo, Hail Mary op shot, point blank. He'll find Jacob in the end. And so with it, Brokey sent off to the save. Vitality will slice their way to the B-bomb site yet again.
I mean, what we saw there was just great work out of Frozen, because there should have been no way for him to stop, especially with Twist dying with nothing right there. Tried to come in and help, but if Twist really thought that this was going to be a B play, he would have been on the other side of mid already. He would have been in the site somewhere with Frozen. They would have had a better way to stop that, but Frozen, I mean, he does amazing work to get 2 kills and give him a chance for the retake. Now, the way that this works in Vitality's favor is they actually try the retake and lose 2 more guys. This could have been 2 saves and a better economy situation here for FaZe Clan. So retake's not panning out. We've got Vitality punishing now. They got the 5 rounds in a row. And Dust 2 here is looking like all the Dust 2s we've seen from them in their past games. Complete dominance most of the time. I won't say this looks like the Nuke start, where, you know, FaZe looked so good, Vitality looked so bad at the beginning of Nuke. Doesn't feel like FaZe looks so bad right now, so there is that. But for Vitality, they're walking through this half now.
Keep grinding those rounds, says Flamesy. And it has felt like a bit of a grind to get up into these splits. You know, Frozen gave you a moment to believe with damage onto Rops as well. But too much of an ask. Scary to see Frozen almost caught solo inside of that B-bomb site. See what kind of evolutions come out of FaZe Clan off of the Neo pause.
Oh, what a
lovely
tactic. Damn.
You know, Maui Snake had high praise for ZywOo and his ability to get impact through those doors.
It's a sequence from Brokey.
Steps forward into the second shot into lower tunnels, and a fast-moving FaZe Clan, not only through the Ops presence in middle, but then the lesser weapons taking over that empty space. It is Frozen on the hunt again. Same victim, potentially.
How's this push always working out so well?
Goes for the shots. Not ideal.
Nice turn out of Flamesy.
Remember, there's an AK down there on the ground already,
Wait,
so...
This bomb, where's it gonna go? It's watching this flank. Eventually wants to come back up cap, but now because there could be another lower push, Mezzy has to come back and watch this. This is gonna eat away time. And while Twist doesn't hang out there, he starts to move. They're still thinking about him, and they have to go back and make sure.
What's wild is Twist never got either of those guns. There was an AK at his feet in lower tunnel. Still sits on the Desert Eagle.
Let's see if the zero greed will pay off. Yeah.
Brokey kicks this round off with 2 beautiful kills, but Kerrigan gets aggressive out long. He's starting to scramble all this. Apex has the weapon advantage. Gets the jump on Kerrigan, kills him. Tunnel's control looks good for Vitality. Twist's preoccupied with mid. Doesn't realize that bomb site's being taken over for free.
Yeah, this is the crazy move to make from Vitality, but this is some really good mid-rounding. I mean, they did find a scarier open site. They get B. Walking right by that AK, just doesn't want to make any noise right now. Bad track record in the retakes. They also struggled in the retakes back on Nuke. New rounds that Vitality won.
Fresh smoke on the door. Certainly not a good invitation for Jacob to try to get through that window.
Oh,
if
Brokey had hit that shot on Apex, it's actually kind of a done situation. But
if only.
Yeah, two frags for Brokey, a great tactic, but they're squeezing water from Stone. This is that boost, the totem pole they assembled faster than IKEA furniture inside of mid to get the off down. That's where it got real scary.
And still to rack up a price tag, something. Keeping the squeeze on the bomb site, trying to chase down Jacob with the Desert Eagle. Apex wants blood. And Vitality sit comfortably on a 6-0 lead. Their first map pick going swimmingly.
So it's no saves for Vitality. 2 for FaZe, but they were looking for the round. There's been too many close rounds. I don't think they're performing an upset here on Dust 2 without actually converting.
It's an opening gambit you can be proud of, putting Brokey up versus ZywOo and walking away with the 5v4.
Yeah,
but
I mean, you don't get points for showing the math right now.
FaZe Clan still seek a round win. And a change up for Vitality. A lot of pressure here for Kerrigan. Smoke in front of him. That's going to be his exit route. And a flashbang to try to slow it down. They'll put Mezzi to the tip of the spear here. Kerrigan still flirting with Long. Dangerous game to play.
They are
with so
walking it,
many
actually.
players right behind it. Utility over. He eats the flashbang. Good pop here from Mezzi.
Oh, come on.
Him and Flamesy. A kill apiece. Brokey with that critical miss shot on Apex last round. Let him get away. This time he will strike down Flamesy. Nowhere to run.
Solid through the
Nowhere to
bottom.
hide. Right now, FaZe feeling like a shell of themselves from Nuke. 7-0. This Seaside knows no bounds.
You can see all the opportunities, but just when they're about to get in danger, they have saves. It's been ZywOo normally here. It's Flamesy and Mezzi to make sure to get the entries. Kerrigan is just right there at the doorway, about to swing out. But just as he's doing that, they start throwing utility that makes it feel like they're still far back on Long. And that's just really well crafted out of Vitality. You might look at that and go, well, why didn't he just go get those kills? Well, it goes a little deeper than that. I think we're gonna get a different interview from Xtaz in between maps after this. 7-zip. And as much as there are situations where it's like, whoa, how do you get that kill? That's what I want to see from Vitality. That's how they turn this ship around.
That's how they remind FaZe who's boss. Double nades into the tunnels. Frozen and Twist sitting on this angle. Either could get picked by ZywOo, but neither instead. They combine forces for the triple.
They didn't even talk about what the setup was. Apex runs headfirst into that.
And Brokey slams the door shut on Robs.
And
FaZe Clan 8 rounds into this CT side will find their first.
And make no mistake, there can be a turning point. 5 dead to the bomb, a lot of close rounds. Vitality aren't going to have the most money ever. To be honest, Mezzi's only going for this because it's impossible to save this early, but how much can he get?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Brokey there for his second.
Oh. You know, if you're going to find any leverage in a position like this, it's going to be with a round like that. The high-low setup is perfect. ZywOo got off to the left side so quickly. We don't get to see it, but I think, you know, he feels he has the drop on them. He just kind of needs to take out one, then his teammates can trade. But it's just perfect chemistry from the two Musketeers. We all knew Brazil was going to get into this grand finals one way or another.
Same setup, huh? That confident they'll make the same mistakes?
If it ain't broke.
He'll sit on catwalk holding instead. Total forfeiture of Long. Smoke at a minute 10, slows things down. Vitality met by nade presence. We've seen a couple times FaZe willing to go for that cat risk, throwing Kerrigan there with the D, having Brokey start this round with the scope up towards lower tunnels, but Vitality play around with the timing in this one.
Again, I like how they're responding to every bit of map control. Like Vitality are hoping, they throw this lurk smoke out of B, they're hoping it means something, it doesn't. Instant smoke back. Again, it's another moment where mid B is actually maybe the thing that'll work.
Pop off the flash. Oh, gets one. Second later in Jacob as the player tucks down into the Xbox.
30 seconds, these kills are all worth a little bit more.
Just trying to squeeze time, right? We've already seen Vitality play damn near to the last second on that clock.
Mezzi's still going out long.
Yes,
Are they really going to mid-B? No, they got to be going up cat.
The draw back and twists sees that as a chance to strike Rob's
CT's got to run back now.
Yeah, they're scrambled. FaZe Clan started to try to dogpile out middle. Instead, open avenue off of the cat play.
They're worried about long. This is key.
10 seconds. ZywOo crossing over. Has got to get that hands busy on the plant, but they left the nades. Oh, the second one comes up short. The threat from Catwalk, steal reel. But the bomb plant's down, which means ZywOo's off is up. And as he sees that second player dive back to the cover, Mezzi confirms Brokey into the 1v1. Jacob for the clutch for FaZe Clan's second. Flames atop the bomb, and it's Jacob atop the boxes, cut down by Mezzi. Yet another certified Merry Man clutch.
Merry Christmas. Mezzi again.
But fight in these rounds. FaZe Clan in these rounds.
Yeah, lots of great attempts. The staging was perfect, and they even kept the idea there could be a long player there in the back of their minds. Initially, they wanted to run back up CT and get around to the ramp and stop the cat play. And then they saw when Vitality faked a mid-B, the entire time they were going to split. That was a really good understanding of what was going on that map and not getting flustered. So it's both impressive that FaZe are making it close, but also impressive that Vitality are just never letting FaZe build momentum. And the second nade that doesn't land on ZywOo, that could have been the difference.
You play it down to the clock like that? I mean, FaZe Clan had the solution, but just slightly off the mark. And so that one round is all it is. One round on this CT side. Vitality tapping back into the domination of Dust2 that we have all come to know and love. Guns for FaZe again. 4 rounds, best case.
Yeah, with that round, it was no economy for Vitality and actual potential for a 7-5 half. But Vitality are really showing their fangs now.
Timing just missed for the Battle of the Oppers. Flamesy chucked into the pack, ahead of the fire. Oh, catches them! Tries to commit to that spray. Back in with the second burst. Jacob dropped to 40. Flamesy gets away. Brokey wants to go over towards long. He hears that rumbling of the exit. Player's already close and on the angle too.
So good, so fast.
It's the one in the backdrop that gets the kill. And now Jacob's gonna get pressured from both sides. Another frantic scramble out of FaZe Clan. Towards the catwalk fight, he'll go. Popped by Flamesy, a Galil to make the difference. And Rocks to give that cover, just stomps on FaZe yet again. Sure, Frozen, take 2 for the road. But this is 9 rounds Vitality queued up with the bomb plants.
Yeah, as long as it's not a road to the clutch, he's still walking forward.
Are we at that point in the half where FaZe just take the gloves off and try their damnedest? Oh,
no,
okay.
It won't even happen. ZywOo will keep an eye on that as he has been an owl in the server. Perfect play from him, round after round. And you got to give Flamesy so much credit. He gets in front of that molly, he sprays, and it looks frantic. He's pushing them back because there's this setup smoke on the corner. He cannot go backwards. He has 3 HP after this. And he does a good job getting the kill, getting some damage in, and winning cat.
Got that. Damage on ZywOo.
Somehow.
That was Brokey, scout shot through it. Flamesy, he's gonna be the first victim of this one. Again,
Again, done peeking yet.
it wasn't Frozen who was allowed to go for it in the last round, covered by ZywOo, but out of the gate, FaZe comes swinging. You better expect it. When 3 rounds is best case. 5-7 towards long on the edge of the smoke twist. It's not him, but rather Brokey again.
So much nade damage.
It's through the distractions that Brokey continues to thrive. 3 kills into this, only ZywOo left over. And so FaZe Clan gonna chase him down. You can run, but you can't hide. FaZe will take a second.
And they keep it up.
But what's there really to get excited about at a 9-2 deficit?
You know, not all 9-2s are made equal. I mean, it might be impossible to say that. You know, Vitality, they stomp everyone on Dust 2. This is just another game like that. You know, why would it be any different? If you do contextualize a lot of these rounds, obviously FaZe have been competitive. But the important rounds, the day saved in low numbers, the getting the bomb down over and over again in V, that's happened in Vitality's favor.
Well,
we'll call it basically over, barring some bullshit.
2 pistols for Vitality. This is the best case FaZe have been able to force. The tone has changed here in the MVM Dome. Vitality getting a 7-round lead already. Back into the boost though. A little awkward, so Brokey will take damage. Vitality ready for that one. Feels like there's been these sorts of opening moves often enough that Vitality keep their finger on the pulse. Always ready for FaZe to take that swing. Brokey's repositioned towards middle. As majority for Vitality still sit inside of the tunnels, Brokey hears this movement and finds the wall bang to Flamesy. So one of the pistols now wounded. Even better of a case for FaZe to maybe, just maybe, take this third. Twist opts to play close on that smoke.
He's blocking, dodging.
A lot of players coming on him. Frozen. Yo! From over top of the shoulder, gets the coverage. Bomb drop, Twist, back turned. And he's gonna just inch his way out towards the back and gets the instant dink. That wall bang early will be where Flamesy falls. And so it is a third one for FaZe. But only 3 in the face of a hard-swinging Vitality. This half reminds us why the French are this year's #1. The counter-strike in here still feels alive because FaZe Clan have been taking chunks out of that Vitality pistol record. A chance to turn around the atmosphere, a chance to turn around this map, all on this next round. Because when you let FaZe Clan get the last 2 rounds of a half, that's when you give FaZe Clan belief.
Not gonna lie, you know, they celebrated it as if they had a decent half somehow. Flamesy got them that first pistol. It's real nice to see that out of Flamesy. His form has been in question. That pistol meant the world. Now they're gonna try to make it too.
Stacked in front of this though, Vitality, plenty of bodies already on this A site. It's the right position to call out FaZe's hit. ZywOo, instant execution. A second, a third. ZywOo steps up to the challenge, and FaZe Clan fumble in front of him. Goes deeper onto Frost.
He's not done.
Oh, ZywOo.
If you see ZywOo in an alleyway, turn around.
It's as clinical as it needs to be. It's the perfect way to try to shut down Dust2 and remind FaZe who's boss.
Barely any ammo even used in that 4K. Clean and easy.
Now the pressure really on. Well, FaZe Clan try to break through this wall of a Vitality defense. This wall of positive Dust2 results. Nobody gets it close. And FaZe Clan just getting added to the stack so far. Smoke down in front of Rops. Pistols to come his way. Ooh, that's not as much damage as he would have wanted.
That's a lot of ammo used.
Is Messi gonna save him? Still worried about middle.
They got a tag on him.
Rops is sitting still inside of the smoke, comes back around with Berettas. How does he survive that?
Okay.
FaZe Clan lost in the face of Rops, who still manages after all of that to get 2 kills.
Only Rops could use his whole mag and still stay alive in that situation. Rotation's perfect in for Vitality. 11th round, quick and clean.
That's no bomb plant, that's no frag. That's no reason to believe in FaZe's ability to bring back Dust2 now.
We saw Frozen and Twist show some really great chemistry over in the B side. Now it's Rops and Mezzi, who, to be fair, I mean, we might not see many rounds where they even have to try. This one's close to a wrap already. And what we're going to get off of this, folks, if it goes 1-1, it's guaranteed 4 maps.
Jacob tiptoeing, careful with the knife out, careful. Apex isn't too far off. Just spotted a lot of bodies. He's gonna try to chuck that frag up. It's good damage. Not to mention just an easy kill to Jacob. So Vitality just trying to finish off the little bit of meat left on the bones here for FaZe Clan's Dust2. Mezzi takes it back towards middle. 3 players out through the doorway. Mezzi's just been a brick wall again. Cuts Kerrigan and Frozen down to size again. FaZe Clan will feel minuscule.
It's decisive, it's confident, and it has the X factor that was missing from map 1. Again, XTAS talked about that they had a game plan. They had one, it was solid, and we've seen Vitality. They're able to change up a lot, and you know, they used the 4-1 to get over top of Spirit, but they had a really spread out default back on Nuke to try to fight versus FaZe. They have levels, they have depth, but now they have the execution.
Just when you think you have something to work with, a frag grenade in your face. Jacob and Kerrigan have come spiraling back down to reality. Twists as well. Just unable to get the game going here on the second map of this best of 5. And a blowout like this is fine because we have a best of 5.
Yes.
One final attempt perhaps for FaZe to try to put that split on to get the better of Robs at least once. As he sits inside of the bomb site, Mezzi to set it up.
Man, Kerrigan's gone bomb right here.
Just looking to hold back on mid, crossed with Apex, smokes boiling down to it. Mezzi able to recover. Apex even kills Jacob, despite not seeing anything. Smoke was in front of him, flash finds his eyes. 5v3 here for Vitality.
Good luck getting that back.
FaZe Clan stepped into the server tonight with dreams on the line, and they actualized them on Nuke. That was always gonna be a great chance for them to find the right foot first. But starting to now slip backwards off of this damning of a scoreline. You were never in Dust2. And so twists towards the catwalk versus the MP9 bested. Everything feeling like it's going against you, but Frozen will will still try to hang on for hope. Still out towards middle, that bomb sits. And still at the top, remain Vitality. The perfect way to rebound in the face of FaZe Clan's nuke win. 4 maps, guaranteed.
Headphones come off. We've got a better break now. Vitality are back and ready to play this final.
way. You cannot drive in my lane. Tires is burning the pain. You don't have nothing to say. This is how legends are made. I know I got what it takes. And I'm not pumping the brakes. And I'm not pumping the brakes. I'm too competitive. I like the narrative. I don't know best in the league. Who you comparing with? That is infinitive. Top of the throne, it is me. How you moving slow when it's speed? I just been bringing the fire. Bringing the fire. Ready to fight. Let's go. That tick tock go. That click clack go. That tick tock go. That click clack go. Ready to fight, yo. Ready to win. Ready to fight, yo. Feel it within. Ready to fight, yo. Ready to win. Ready to fight.
You see the match. We see every restart behind it. You see lightning-fast reflexes. We see countless hours building trust. You see a single moment of triumph. We see the 1,000 failures that forged it. Victory isn't just the moment. We win because we reached it together. Level up as one.
We often ask ourselves, bigger or smaller? But first, you need to figure it out. Do you have a massive FPS? Or a tiny bean? Is that good? Nice! Yes, it's fantastic! X-Play GG. High FPS and low ping servers.
Favorite team. Post on socials with hashtag MajorFans, tag Corsair, get featured, and win a Corsair gear bundle.
Alex B, of course. He's the GOAT, his hair is amazing, and he's good in the game and good in real life.
Caserato, because he's the best always.
Simple was my star from CS. Right now, Wonderful is doing wonderful.
I think it's Donk.
This is a tough one, but I would say Wonderful. He's very good. Insane AVP player.
Simple.
Why is it simple?
He's the best.
All time I would say Simple because I rather watch AVP players, but at this right moment I would say Zairu because he's probably the best player. Forest.
Alexi because of Finland.
Apex probably, because he's an OG, or Kerrigan, he's an OG as well.
For this major, I'll say Brocky, and all-time Rain and Olofmeister.
Oh, that's a hard one. I'd probably have to say Nico.
I guess Cash or Cobblestone. Yeah.
Cobblestone, of course.
Definitely Cash. I think that's the most popular one.
Vertigo, my favorite map. The B-side was fantastic.
Anubis. I like Anubis because his type is very special and I like it.
Cash.
Probably Anubis. It was a fine map. It was pretty, but A-side was a bit tough to play though.
Cash.
Cobblestone, no questions asked.
I think it will be Cash because I used to play Cash a lot. Cobblestone.
Anubis.
Nico.
And why?
Hello, my old friend. Shiro.
Maybe Apex.
Probably Apex. Yeah, it's really nice.
Team Kill Apex.
So many to pick. Well, for right now, I would say Fallen, because they're favorites, and would be nice to have a last frag on Dog.
Fallen. I think it would be, I don't know, Cyber or something.
Falcons.
And maybe Nico.
I would say Nico.
It has to be someone from Furia, I guess. So I would go with Caserato.
Anyone from Furia, just because that means we win is fine. We have to beat Furia at this point.
Maybe FaZe.
Yeah, Kinder.
Apex, because I just feel like it.
I think Try. I play against Try, and one time he killed me. Nice.
Well, that's alright, but say, I don't know, Mezzi?
I would say Donk.
I don't know, Donk.
Fallen.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine. I'm actually really fine. I'm fine.
Who are you cheering for?
I'm cheering for Vitality every way.
What about you guys? Who are you cheering for?
Vitality!
Okay, can we see who is louder? FaZe or Vitality?
Vitality!
You're kind of late though. Who is bold? Show. Bold buff. Enjoy, guys, enjoy. I'm here with a few Vitality fans. Can you do the chant? Show, Who are you cheering for, guys?
And here, even though the Austin major, to be clear, the Austin major.
Vitality.
Why Vitality?
Because I'm from France.
And why do you think they can win it?
Because
and this is
for sure.
the gold one, and it looks pretty similar to.
I don't know.
Thank you.
No trade.
Hello, what's your name? Who are you cheering for? And why will they win? Amazing.
My jump. 3, 2, 1. No. They need shot. Flashing behind you guys. Behind you. Should be default maybe. Default. Default behind us. Smoke behind. Default. Default. He's low. He's 1 HP. Yeah. I'll plant. You pass long or something. 2v2 guys. The smoke. Shot. And long. That's long. Let's go, boys! Attention, he's alone, go! Go pushing. Go, William, side probably. City. No one. Stay short. Coming short a lot, guys. You should go back short. Smoke city. Short, pushing. Short. That short. One more short. And one city.
Let's see CT.
You have city?
Yeah.
Go CT.
Shot one more. It's CT. Shot. I think it's low. I think it's low. It's ball plan. On the box. Nice, boys!
Standing here with Neo obviously didn't go your way, but the scoreline is maybe a little bit too unlucky, but it was way closer than it really looked.
I mean, it's Vitality Dust 2. They're the best, one of the best teams on this map in the world. So, yeah, it just didn't go our way.
Do you feel like individuals a little bit fell off from that nuke, or is it something that maybe game plan didn't work out that much?
I think both of these things, once the game plans are not as great, the individuals will not shine as bright. So it's a bit of both, I guess.
Completely understandable. Still a long way to go in this best of 5. Good luck. See you in the next map.
Thank you.
Vitality respond with a swift uppercut, and FaZe are knocked back down a peg. 70 rounds in a row to be starting their pick, and this time FaZe are the ones left gasping for air. Apex says, anything you can call Karrigan, I can too, and maybe I can call it even better.
I think Vitality just reminded us why they are the best team in the world on Dust 2. They go through 2025 having played the map 35 times and winning 31 times. Always playing against the best teams in the world, let alone FaZe Clan this time around. Not only winning Dust 2 Maui, but dominating from start to finish. Yeah, there were a couple of close rounds, but let's be honest, it wasn't even a game.
Even under duress. I mean, FaZe activated the game plan that they wanted to in this one. They were active, they were disruptive, but Vitality unflappable. They were consistently able, even when losing the 5v4 advantage, even when losing that opening pick, it was actually Vitality who just looked so much more composed. The mid rounds reflected exactly how they played in the first half of the year, where they didn't even matter. If there was a tricky situation, they were always able to suss out where they needed to go next, and the mid-rounding was just pristine.
Yeah, you can't fault FaZe for not trying in this map. It was just a better Vitality, just a solid performance from them in all kind of aspects, you know. Like you mentioned, I really liked how they kind of transitioned in the mid-rounds and found the gaps, even though they had mana disadvantages. So, I mean, what can you say? This is one of the best teams in the world on this map. It didn't go the way of FaZe. It's hard to play that kind of really fast-paced, aggressive style when there's so many protocols, so many things that are really, really small that Vitality can kind of take into their account to stop this aggression, stop this speed from the FaZe.
Yeah, just to go back to your point there, Maui, it wasn't like, you know, FaZe weren't getting a couple openers in rounds here and there. Round 4 was an example of this. What's a tale here?
Well, yeah, I mean, FaZe understood that they needed to just be disruptive. They needed to get into the face of Vitality as much as they could, and they did just that. I mean, they had a handful of great setups. In this round in particular, it was mostly Deagles, a save rifle from Frozen, and they get the 5-on-3 advantage. But despite the fact that they were under duress, Vitality calmed the situation down, and it's actually FaZe who are the ones that misstep here. There's a Karrigan swing towards tunnels as he's trying to catch a timing, but then the rest of his team is stuck behind smokes at door and window there. So no even hope for the FaZe side to join up on that sort of retake unless they really just want to jump through a smoke, and clearly that wasn't FaZe on the same page.
No, I completely agree. I think we even have another round that kind of showcases something not exactly the same but similar in terms of how they want to open the round. It's round 6 where Brokey gets active with that AWP, gets a pick. Onto Saibu here. It's kind of a double boost engagement here in the mid doors, and Brokey wins this. Clean kill, really, really important for them. Goes into lower, takes that space, takes that pick. But it's from here we talk about this calmness from Vitality to make sure that they know what is going to happen next. Apex punishes. They are, you know, kind of walking into a free site and just clearing up the round from this point on. So just great calling, great kind of calmness in a pretty stressful situation, to be fair, because this was a moment in time where FaZe could have kind of brought it back and brought some momentum into their CT side.
Both of you just showed why FaZe never came close winning Dust 2. They did their best work when they didn't have enough firepower behind to do it. You saw both rounds. It's a force buy coming in. Brokey with the AWP, the Soul guy getting a double entry. That's nice, but there's nothing to back back up with. There's a couple of USPs in place. There's a couple of pistols. The round you showcased in round 4 as well. Yeah, you get a 5v3, but when you have the bomb planted on the B bomb site with 10 seconds left of the round and you have to retake with 3 USPs and a picked up AK-47, you're going to lose 99 out of 100 times. So for my money, yeah, they made some of the rounds that they probably shouldn't make competitive very close, but the buy rounds where they were supposed to do the work, they were never even close to pressuring Vitality at any point.
Was there any particular reason why, and maybe other examples where they had full weaponry behind them, that FaZe just really struggled to put anything past this Vitality?
Well, I feel like the other aspect of this that was great for Vitality is that the support player, Mezzi, I mean, we highlighted him earlier, but I feel like he was so instrumental, especially in late rounds, in closing things out. I feel like so often we're highlighting Rops, we're highlighting ZywOo for those late round guys, but even when he was under pressure too, he looked as cool as anybody could have been. In fact, I feel like Mezzi threw out a handful of the maps for Vitality where there's been close rounds, close score lines. He's been just so fantastic. Again, just so much praise to heap upon him for taking this role and really being one of the reasons that Vitality has elevated to this consistent championship contender, because he's just, it doesn't look like he's ever bothered, regardless of the situation, regardless of the odds when they're against him in a 1v2 clutch situation. Doesn't matter, he's got it.
I feel like he's doing what he did yesterday as well. He's buying enough time for Vitality. He's buying enough time for ZywOo to come alive. We saw ZywOo step it up here in Dust 2. T-side found a couple of cool openings with the AWP. Then obviously the pistol round as well. Round 13 for ZywOo to come in and finally make a stand in this grand final with a crazy quad kill with the pistol as well, you know, imitating Jacob throughout the tournament, having been the best pistol round player left in the tournament. So in that regard, I think you're right, Maui. We gotta praise Messi. We saw it in the first map. We saw it yesterday as well against Team Spirit on Mirage. He was the sole reason they kept alive, stayed alive up until the point where ZywOo activates. And again, we're talking about a best of 5 series, right? It's a marathon, it's a long game. My issue here for FaZe Clan is that when you had a moment where ZywOo was not warming up into it, where Apex was a little bit slow in the reactions, where the calling was probably not on par, that's when you gotta pound, that's when you gotta take your opportunity. They did that in the first map, nowhere near doing that here in Dust 2.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy if you look at the map pool even. You know, Inferno, we used to praise Vitality because it was a map they never ever would lose in the first half of this year. This is a pick from FaZe, you know. This just showcases how meager the possibilities for FaZe are in this map pool kind of disadvantage against a team like Vitality. They're so strong on every single map, and I think that Dust 2 showcases that as well, because it used to be even a FaZe pick in this tournament. It used to be a map they're super comfortable on, but playing a team like Vitality, playing someone that is the best of the best in almost every aspect of the game, just it's so difficult to break them down, so difficult to find openings, and so difficult to close it.
Yeah, Vitality, a whole different beast when it comes to this Dust 2. Just to circle back to the ZywOo discussion, because I know you have a hot eye on him, Maui. Let's be honest. Was this enough from ZywOo to convince you that he's back in this grand final and maybe he's going to be putting up the best numbers in the game?
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, we had the pistol round, obviously, that we saw where he just basically seals the deal for the map. But on top of that, on the T side, once again, a really demonstrative effort from him, and mostly with the AWP. Obviously, we saw the one round where Brokey got in middle. That's one of the only mistakes that I would say ZywOo had, and it was more of a trick that FaZe worked out for them. He was so consistent at holding the line, whether anybody from FaZe was going to pressure his oncoming riflers, he was always just sniping them as soon as they even just show an arm. So super consistent, not necessarily crazy pop-offs in terms of multi-frags other than the pistol, but just doing exactly what Vitality need him to do, which is just shut down any adversity that FaZe are trying to throw their way.
But I also think that is what makes him so good, because he doesn't give you the opening to refrag, it doesn't re-peek into a situation and throw the advantage. He keeps playing it safe and cool and takes the opportunities that are given to him. And that makes them even scarier, you know, playing them, because it's so hard to bring back around, which Vitality has gotten the entry.
Just to take a small scenic detour, we had the conversation yesterday, Donk versus ZywOo, #1 player coming out of 2025. Where do you stand on this debate, Devil War? Considering Donk eliminated, ZywOo's still here, the ability to post more numbers, does he have a chance for you?
I think that individually Donk is the best player, but I think that if you look at things that are important, I think that trophies, accolades, and team, you know, kind of achievements are really important for that kind of prize.
How important?
I think he should probably win #1 in the world. I think that Donk's numbers are absolutely insane, but he's lacking that trophy cabinet that ZywOo has done this year.
Okay, you're nodding, Maui. Have you been sold? Have you changed a tune?
I know who I would pick if I were the one making the decision, but I know that HLTV, which is what at the end of the day more people care about, value, and I just think that the case against two major MVPs, if ZywOo secures that, is very hard to stand up against, regardless of the numbers. But I don't want people to necessarily look back at the numbers and say that, oh, he was still just, they're inflated numbers or anything like that. I mean, Dong's putting up numbers that nobody in the history of CS has ever put up, and it almost had to be the best year that a Counter-Strike player or team has ever had to upset what he has done.
What is the question? Is the question who is the best player in the world?
Yes.
Yeah, Dong.
Okay, the best player in the world is simply Dong.
Who's the number one player from 2025? I guess that's the question.
Yeah, that is Dong. You know, he's the best player. But again, like, how do we quantify it? What do we value? As you said, like, is it trophies? Is it accolades? Because I agree, if you win 2 majors and if you win 2 major MVPs, it's very hard to make the case that ZywOo is not going to be crowned, you know, player of the year. But if you're asking me, who's the best player?
Yes.
Who's the best and most skilled player and the most influential player in the game of Counter-Strike? It's Dong. And in that department, you made your case yesterday. I don't think it's close.
Yeah, I think that's why it's such an exciting conversation, right? Because so many variants to take into things. What we do have to look forward to, though, in the very near future, that's Inferno. 3rd map in this series, picked in by FaZe. Vitality starting on the CT side of things. Just like as an overall view, what are the two teams' history on this map coming into it?
FaZe have been immaculate on Inferno so far in this tournament. They've brought it in, you know, as their home map. They played it, I believe, 6 times so far in the tournament. Won all 6 times. And in the beginning, yeah, it was against teams, you know, of secondary tier Counter-Strike. But as of recently, we saw it in the quarterfinal. We saw it yesterday. They play Inferno at a very high level. And there's one player I'm going to solo out right here and single out. Twist. We spoke about him coming back into FaZe Clan. On Inferno, he's doing God's work. He's on average right now having a 1.62 rating on that CT side in the 10 maps he's played for FaZe Clan on Inferno. That is crazy. That is numbers Dong cannot post. That is Donga's ZywOo is not even close to. Twist is the catalyst. He is the win condition. He's the one guy who can push FaZe Clan on a map like Inferno versus a team like Vitality, as they've done throughout the tournament.
And he's just everywhere that FaZe need to be. I mean, he's mostly filling on the T side, especially just slotting in behind the banana take from Kerrigan and Frozen, sometimes going into halls with Jacob. So he's just everywhere all the time. And I feel like as a trade fragger, there's very few people on planet Earth I would want behind me if I'm running in entry than Twist. So obviously we saw the highlight but on top of it yesterday, so he obviously has that clutch factor, but on top of it, just when he's moving in a unit, so even if Vitality are throwing it's exactly where you want it to be. So even if Vitality are throwing a couple bodies at these problems on these defenses, Twist is always going to pick up the secondary kill to give FaZe a chance.
I think this is more of a 50-50 map. I know that FaZe is strong on it, but we can't underestimate Vitality's kind of, you know, history on this map, how comfortable they have been on this map. You know, I'm looking at Flames and, you know, his kind of presence on that banana side. He is excellent at getting entries. He's excellent at keeping the momentum and punishing someone, a team, and kind of closing a round out with a quick double kill. So that battle is very, very interesting on that banana side. Who is going to come on top? Who is going to deliver the frags and impact? And, you know, because I think that's kind of where the scale for me goes. If Twist and his banana partner can do it, or if Flamesy and possibly Apex can kind of shut that down. That's the interesting bit for me.
Banana is obviously always going to be important. We saw yesterday for FaZe Clan as well how Jacob was the spearhead on that CT side. I think he had 13 kills the first 5 or 6 rounds, getting off to a good start. He was tested yesterday. He passed the test. I think he'll be tested again today by Vitality. But just allow me to zoom out for a moment right here. If you look at the scope of this best-of-5 grand final, this is a must-win for FaZe Clan. When you have Overpass coming up, you have Mirage as a 5th potential deciding map, you need your Inferno right here. If FaZe wants to win the major, if they want to win a best-of-5 grand final versus Vitality, Inferno is without a doubt the best chance they have of getting ahead. They have to win 2 more maps. I don't see a world where they win Overpass and Mirage, so they need to win Inferno if they want to stay alive in this matchup, according to me.
Hell of a lot of pressure for FaZe coming into this one. If we're looking at Vitality, though, and some of the other key pieces outside banana area of the map, what else are we going to be looking at to be coming alive for them straight away?
I want to see Robs bully Jacob, okay? I'm not... Yeah. That sounded a little mean, actually. I'll reel that back.
He's just a child.
I want to see him exert pressure on a partner. apartments so that Jacob has to experience a little bit of duress himself and try to battle through that adversity. Because Romps is just so tricky. I mean, sometimes he's throwing his smoke, playing in front of it. Sometimes he's got a double setup in the halls with ZywOo. There's so many little tricks that he has. And Jacob, he's a rookie in this kind of spot, okay? I mean, it's going to be so difficult for him to try to understand how he needs to peek every single angle, make sure he's covering all of his bases. I think that FaZe might even have to expend a little bit of extra utility just to make sure that Jacob gets those apartments, because versus Na'Vi, Jacob's presence in apps allowed them to mid-round. But if Kerrigan doesn't have that tool of having that pillar in the apartments ready to just call back the rotation, then the playbook has really shrunk up.
And I mean, even on that CT side for Vitality, Rops and ZywOo, they love kind of creeping up that boiler room, making sure that space is clear for them. So it's not going to be an easy task for Jacob at any moment, because there's dangers coming, there's threats coming from all angles in that apartments area from the Vitality side.
This grand final is certainly heating up. It's time to see what lays in store on Inferno.
A grand final that needs to heat up because it cooled down on Dust 2. Just a vibe check real quick. Budapest, you still with us? The beauty of the best of 5 is that with both teams having a map in their back pocket, they've started off with something they can tap into for confidence. But Inferno is where one of these teams will take that step to be one map away from victory. And we've seen great things from both these squads when it comes to Inferno, so buckle up.
We got an answer from Vitality. We got a story brewing. So much about the trajectory of this series comes down to this map.
Yeah, let's have no regrets. Remember where we are. We got to the fucking final. Let's fucking win this now.
That's right, coming from Neo, this is FaZe Clan.
Oh, we just get to play the best team in the world, guys.
Yeah, that's right. We just got to play the best team in the world. Adversity is a privilege, says Frozen.
Rops inside of that B-bomb site. Beretta's to the wall. Apex drops his smoke at 1:20.
Sometimes the smoke is an invitation.
They'll tiptoe their way closer. And there's nobody coming to save Vitality. It needs to be Rops, and it needs to be Apex. And that flash finds its mark. Dual Beretta's only the one.
And there's that invite.
And the captain gets burned off his angle, so now giving himself over as we get this deep cross from FaZe Clan. Bomb down, and a retake demanded of Vitality out of the gate with no kits.
Pistols made the difference on Nuke. They made it on Dust 2 as well. Inferno, here's where we could split the difference.
They put ZywOo to the front of this. 2 players on the coffin, shut him down. Jacob's got it, point blank, ready for the next one. Mezzi, though, has the rebuttal. Collects the second onto Brokey, a chance to blindside Orange. Now, he's gonna need the clutch. And Frozen and Twists will combine to deny it. FaZe Clan tapping back into that pistoling ability.
I thought we were watching that from the winner's POV. Mezzi was just getting rolling, but it's that Frozen Twist combo that has more to show us. We saw some really great rounds. In a few moments, they actually looked good on Dust 2. It was the B-site chemistry from these two that was very surprising. And with the form that we saw from Frozen yesterday and the overall form from Twist at this major, I think they might have something special.
Vitality opt to force.
I'll have to double check this, but I don't think FaZe have even dropped a conversion when they have won the pistols. That's the other crazy part about their stat.
Oh, you go digging, because we know it can happen on Inferno in the blink of an eye, right? Yes. Close corners, little cubbies. So many places for the Rats to hide.
%84% on the round 2 conversion. Vitality want to stand up to that. Saw some great 5-7 work from them on Nuke.
Unbelievable 5-7 play.
Back-to-back 5-7 2Ks.
Twist to take a bit of a look at brackets, working with Jacob.
And sometimes that smoke is not enough.
Well, luckily he's got a third one.
He's got a third one.
He just keeps on popping them.
He's trying to warn him. Get out of here.
And this goes down to 40 seconds.
I like the setup for Vitality. The longer this goes, the more powerful it gets, especially on Arch, if they're going to walk into this. High probability CTs get that first kill. Let's see if Twist can stop them.
MP9 and a 5-7, good for one.
Ooh, dink back, but he can walk away.
It's a real warning, and if you get flushed up the short side, there's more players where those first 2 came from. Frozen gets Mezzi, but now it's going to be this pinch within the bomb site. Rob's waiting for a chance to strike one down. We go 20 on the clock. Rob's feeling flustered, has Apex to cover him off on the other side. They can't progress past 2, FaZe at bat.
Oh, they were skating back and forth to make sure that they came at that carefully, baited out the crossfire, got the kills. Now FaZe, the man who was on chain smoking duty over at B, has to clutch.
FaZe take refuge in the back of that bomb site. FaZe trying to figure this out. Worried about alternative corners, but it's not the case. And so, do they both hide from him? He goes to the top, and as he sees them, Brokey strikes him down. FaZe convert in the face of a 4-man A-stack.
And they don't care how they convert, how close it was, they do it. It's a great round, an attempt from Vitality. The arch setup again, that late into a round is so powerful. And I think it's that first 5-7 shot as well that's just terrifying to see in the kill feed. But Brokey puts in work here. Another late round moment from him, Frozen as well. It's funny because before the major started, FaZe's stats on every map were not even anything to think about, but they haven't lost a series at the major, so they built up a map pool as the major has rolled on.
What do you think of this threat? Mag 7 flashed in the corner. Oh, chance at it. But 2 can play that game. Oh, okay, that gets weird for a moment.
All right.
But at least Frozen's still there to kill FaZe. If the nade team kill comes through and there's not an additional kill, then we're getting real weird. ZywOo's Desert Eagle clipped by Brokey over top of the smoke, so FaZe will continue to keep the pressure on Banana here, and soon they'll find it's free for the taking.
I know you're thinking what I'm thinking. We love seeing the Mag 7, but you just don't see it work that well that often. Extra Cs, where's he at?
Somewhere over in that Vitality contingent, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Cheering from the sidelines.
He's the French connection.
Vitality will get over. Man, FaZe just kind of tiptoeing their way, huh? Just in case, which means just maybe another frag for the road, or just maybe a critical error here for FaZe. They'll smoke off Messi. They don't like the threat of that 5-7.
Yeah, you know about Messi in these
He'll
moments.
climb over Coffins. Oh, as they're going up, Messi ends up getting a second. He's kept up his end of the bargain. He's put Rops into a position, where he could have caught it off. But again, coverage is good here for FaZe Clan, and they love when the threat's nearby.
He doesn't even. He almost liked that. One more teammate died there just to make it exciting. He just wants to feel something, Kerrigan. Stick around. They might announce it after the major.
A couple moments to keep FaZe on their toes. A couple moments for Vitality to remain tapped into the success of Dust 2. But now we have it, guns in hand, for this year's #1. Smoke onto the flames. Again, it's pressure into Banana. And again, it's going to be the Vitality push through to try to stop this. Not wanting it to go for free. They exchange frags off of the kill from Apex's nade.
It's kind of unreal. Pressed like that, that Twist even gets that kill. By a frame before he dies.
On top of that, though, because he dies to the nade, it's Frozen who was boosting him that takes the brunt of the damage as well. Down to 20. Missed chance for ZywOo to have struck a man advantage for Vitality.
And it was Kerrigan on the keyboard. Perfect strafe.
And FaZe are happy to keep this pressure up. ZywOo's going to clip him through that smoke. But what goes around comes around. And Rops from inside of pit. He's lost that bomb site. Jacob doesn't capitalize on the kill. Frozen's bomb still yet to get in sight. As Rops remains adamant.
Damn, Rops. Where'd you find that? He rerouted the grenade to the site after not knowing someone had slipped through the smoke on default. Cleaned that up by himself. It's the most powerful spot on the CT, on a site for any CT to play in, but it has to be the right player there. Oh, that was just nasty the way he actually refocused all his attention so well. I mean, who better to do it than Rops?
Barely has any health to go into that last duel with, still wins it. And so FaZe Clan's early success to be cut short. Pistols in hand, Galil for Brokey, and again Vitality, pressure on Banana, but this time they've got the edge economically, keeping the pressure on with nades, forcing Brokey to just take refuge in this corner. Nothing will be free tonight, FaZe. Cash utility offered over from Spawn, but while that nade gets picked up, you know, FaZe are inching closer.
Yeah, they win that last round, but it's a little scary, I think, in a moment like this.
Singular smoke grenade for FaZe Clan. Could be enough to block off Apex's ankle, but he offers one of his own. But like you said, sometimes they just pop. Sometimes they'll go right through these, and as Vitality transition, it's a little bit awkward for FaZe. He'll recover. At least 2 kills, but still they pounce on sight.
Yeah, because they get the other one first. This is actually just a bomb plant. That smoke's fresh. No line of sight here for ZywOo.
Broky's got a smoke of his own, drops it into the back door.
I wonder if HP bars are going to matter right now. Pressure's on Vitality.
Trying to catch one through it, not going to happen. Because Broky smoked off the doorway, nobody's got a smoke for the CT cross.
Those nades do nothing.
Broky's Galil pressed in against this.
He got hit with an HE earlier, down to 29.
Kerrigan's AK sits on the coffins right beside him. This is both of the rifles to try to force it back. But Mezzi's got the trade. Kerrigan into the cover. ZywOo with the pressure of the pistol kills Jacob in the background. It's all fit now. Turns it, and Mezzi executes with the pistol.
He's got a kit.
Oh, it's going to be a close one already. A clutch queued up, and Vitality take it.
Mezzi again. Cute move there from Kerrigan, jumping into pool, avoiding the first bit of aggro. Incredible that Broky even got a frag with his low HP going wide with that Galil, but a successful retake in the end. Another expensive round. And the buy's only stronger now for FaZe. They've got to be careful where they block. You know, if they keep blocking at B, it's allowing FaZe to get their full setup in on both sides of that smoke coming through. And if that flash caught Flamesy when he was standing on the fountain, that would have just been no kills. No chance at a retake at all. He was not playing anti. He was not totally ready for a pop to come out like that.
Oh. Wow. Mezzi again, huh? There's been a lot of talk about ZywOo trying to get that back-to-back major MVP accolade, but Mezzi currently highest rated player for Vitality in the grand finals and posting an important clutch early to get those back-to-back rounds. The fight is on, 5 rounds into Inferno.
Finally a map where it's close for both sides.
So far, Frozen finds Apex. Knows that nade means Flamesy's locked into this corner. But what are they willing to throw at this to just try to keep Flamesy locked in, or even better, kill him? Oh, down to 10 health, you'll fall back.
Oh, he lives within the flames. 11 HP as he gets away. ZywOo already ready to make a cameo here on B. Overfill this spot. He's hoping that they want to come in quickly before they realize he's here. But now they're in a retake setup as this next smoke comes down. Again, sometimes this means they call it out. I mean, why wouldn't FaZe do the exact same thing? Free round for FaZe. And we can talk about the firepower all we want, but that's brain power. Exact right read on the setup. Them doing their damnedest to scare off Flamesy from the top of Banana, understanding what the next move would be already. Right?
Frozen catching that headshot through the fire. So it sets it all up. Frozen, somebody who joined FaZe Clan so that he could win trophies. I'm sure when he joined, though, started to feel like a bit of a sinking ship.
Yeah, we always try to talk about roster moves sometimes because it's a team, they want to go to a winning lineup. They want to go to a better lineup so they have a better chance of winning. Well, Frozen wanted to go from being the best player on Mouse and, you know, being the best stats performer on every single map to joining a team that he could improve. We do see these two teams always make moves in that direction. Whoever comes in and is new, they don't come in to get carried. Not even Jacob is here to get carried. He's here to be the reason the team gets better. He's the reason their pistol stats have been through the roof. He's helped FaZe get here easily. These two players looking for their first major.
They'll throw ZywOo with the problem. No longer Apex on the other side of the fire. You want it? Come get it.
Oh, come on.
Frag grenade's gonna find Flamesy, though. And there's that shot, right? Good change up from Vitality. Put the star where he needs to be to shine.
Hey, as much damage as they just took, I'd rather be the team with 5 players. Good shot in from ZywOo. That'll help establish control, but I feel like FaZe have just been relentless about getting Carr And right now, Flamesy just does not want to let that happen.
The question will be, did ZywOo stick around? And the answer is no. Over back to the A site as Flamesy locks into this position, but is this a spot you want with half your health? Nate's coming over.
That bait from Apex, he started shooting a little bit early.
Nobody's watching. He'll pop up and Twist will have to trade through the wall bang.
It's instant. ZywOo's going to try to run over. Smoke comes out fresh.
At least for Twist's sake, doesn't take damage.
They don't care about smokes, though.
Apex is going to try to find one as they emerge, and he will do exactly that. But Jacob's got the quick trade back. And so ZywOo returns to the scene of the crime of which he started. And oh man, banking that smoke wasn't going to get blown open. That would have stopped the bomb plant. But instead we go 3 versus 2 retake here for Vitality.
They were worried about the right threat. This one's coming in from Khan.
Flash doesn't find him. ZywOo, caught on the switch. Jacob takes that step forward into the headshot. Russ, meant to be his next victim. Brokey didn't have help. And so he'll burn in the back of that site. And Vitality's retake cuts the lead down to 1.
Ooh, that must have been some beautiful utility out of Mezzy. Molly landing in just the right position. Maybe he was so low within a tick. Ends up dying. Xtaz seems unimpressed. So again, FaZe are going to come forward. They're going to try to take Car no matter what. And I think in Flamesy's mind, as long as they get one, Apex shot in the back or whatever, as long as he gets one, they stay up 1.
Word to kick off the last round, so they'll throw ZywOo right back at this problem.
It's him to get the opening kill in this exact spot.
I was going to say, be cautious that grenades might not come your way.
Whoa, they're actually calling out 3B. Looks like they're really pressed up for the A hit. It's actually the right call. Rotation's going to be a little slow. The conditioning here to make him over.
Yes, sir.
Hold on B.
Leave it to Kerrigan.
They're running at this full force.
He'll make an adaptation fast, and the execution even faster, already surpassing the arch side. Kerrigan takes damage. Apex from CT spawn is there to kill his counterparts. Oh, Twists deep in through the library smoke. The squeeze is on the bomb site. Rops from within it. Catches Frozen's head. And as he watches that smoke, he knows short sight still under question. Twist in the corner of Moto. Drop. Rock hangs on. Jacob emerges, but it's all in vain. It's Rocks to shine this time.
Oh, he's spinning in position, knows exactly what to be worried about. Crosshair magnetized to the right part of the smoke as someone sat in Moto and thought, how do I trick him? You can't.
And so even in the face of this fast move, this fresh look, FaZe Clan hit their wall. It is a Rops.
Oh, that's just filthy. The play was in front of them. They actually smoked to split up into CT spawn, expected to need to put a little bit more pressure on to take the A site. They didn't realize, actually. There was only 2 there. It would have been good to just go quickly. FaZe back to the drawing board. They'll have to save.
What started well with those consistent B hits was answered by ZywOo's starting moves. The adaptation that comes out of Kerrigan is just a great example as to why he is considered one of the greats and argued as the greatest.
I mean, a win here would help.
He understands that Counter-Strike comes at you fast, and so you have to move even faster. Vitality bank on that defense in the 1 round prior. Now, it's a lot of free space given over to FaZe. If Twist had a deagle, I would almost believe.
He's only playing back.
Jacob will hang on to it instead, and as he tries to take contact, it's that flashbang that gets Rops into the play. ZywOo's got Kerrigan. Block kill here for FaZe, but that should be about it. So even catching 1, Vitality knew exactly what was coming their direction, and this is a chance for the CT side to truly grow, because we are now talking about 5 of the last 6 rounds all the way of Vitality.
Now, the perfect player to find for Vitality was Rops. He joined this team. He showed us that, again, he wasn't getting carried on his previous lineups. He was the reason that they were great. One of the only players who's so close to a superstar, but really is a star role player. A star in anchor positions. A guy, it feels like, is going to have a trophy sliding bar like we've never seen by the end of his career. He comes onto Vitality, who were just looking for that one last right move, and made the huge difference. Set them off on their streak, got them their major, put them in a position to defend that major here in this finals. There is no this vitality without Rops.
And even within this inferno right now, starting to climb up that scoreboard at a pace that should scare FaZe. You've got Rops anchoring on one side with 11 kills and Mezzi already at but 9. ZywOo with critical opening shots as well. FaZe may start to feel like the walls are closing in on them. Dust2 wasn't even a contest.
That one's too far.
It's gonna chip Twist down to half health. Frozen tries to pounce. Flamesy able to catch one at least, but he goes down with this pressure from FaZe Clan. And they're gonna follow this through. There's a moment here for Apex as he draws ZywOo over to try to help. Apex, yes! Finishes the kill to Twist.
That's a great spray.
ZywOo's got the line, but he misses his own shot. Brokey just bounces his way into the fountain as Rops quick off of the A site.
He's gonna try to make this a long round.
Somehow, some way, Brokey.
I mean, how are you gonna figure this out?
You never ask questions when it comes to Brokey. You just watch and learn. This is a guy who shapes chaos into comfort, but instead he gets popped by Mezzi in an instant. And so Vitality's 6th round comes with them just throwing their bodies at that banana problem yet again.
Apex saves the day. 2K spray, solid from his position. FaZe want one thing right now. They want one thing. They want one gap at the top of car, and they're going to go find it. They're coming through every smoke now. It's not even just the smoke at the top of the site, but the one that's on the half wall. They're ready to go through. Can't say their efforts don't make sense. What I want to know if this half keeps playing out this way, if that game plan is a little too simple. It's 6-4 now. It's a half buy now for FaZe. But it's about to get real ugly if they don't get any more rounds. Six of the last 7 here for Vitality. CT side has started rolling. Playing with fire, and ZywOo is down, actually.
He's got no reason to fear you with this deagle.
That is the ultimate reaction time test. I don't even think he'd have a chance.
Why not? Just head towards banana again, huh?
No bottom B control. They're kind of fighting them in limbo here.
This was Vitality a bit light out of the gate this time, when it comes to B at least.
You know, it's a dangerous game to fight for banana control, but it's one that must be played.
Because if not, this
happens.
happens.
Again, the amount that they block this, I just feel like there's chances. There's opportunities for FaZe. Especially when it's a half buy.
Ooh, another smoke meets them. Are you brave enough to try to burst through?
But like, you see it's a perimeter defense right now for Vitality on the A side. They don't have info on bracket. They don't know if anyone's pushed halls.
No, they've let FaZe get this close. Flash finds its mark. Apex, nade out. Oh, Tech9 jumps!
Oh, he got it off the corner of his
Flamesy's gonna have to go massive. And he will line up on the front of the site, but they still swarm. So many players move by. Kerrigan's hands onto the M4. You let them get this close.
What?
And is it only to tear their hearts from their chests?
Will it be Mezzi again?
FaZe fight valiantly on the hopes of a 5th round. Cut down to size, it is Tech9's in hand, and ZywOo on the retake lines them up and stuffs them in their coffin.
Handled by himself. Mezzi with the bullet through the smoke. Mezzi on these retakes.
Let that be a reminder to Vitality that if you let FaZe get close.
It feels like we're in Groundhog Day in 2 different ways. FaZe want one thing, that's B. FaZe want to come through the smoke at the top of B. See, Xtaz constantly seeing this and wondering what's happening. But then you always have Vitality pulling off the retakes.
It's a 5-round streak about to turn 6. If they can close out this one final attempt for FaZe, at least who have their guns, and an opening kill again. Brokey gets the better of Flamesy. Apex took half his health and damage early on. Oh, but Rops from middle finds Kerrigan. freebie through the smoke to just slow FaZe down a notch. All while ZywOo goes for something different. We have not seen this op inside of the apartments. FaZe Clan have not felt this.
They're not peeking in from both sides. We'll see if Jacob wants to take a liberty. Oh my God.
Catches him in between thinking of both ends.
That's a message.
It's a big pickup for Jacob. Trying to get this game going, trying to keep that threat of an A commitment online, and it's just gonna leave Rops on his own. But I think with how much FaZe have had this affinity for the B side, it makes sense to keep majority on this side. Mezzi's locked into the boost. Frozen's gonna put a smoke down in front of him, but Mezzi's gonna maintain vision over top as long as the flashes don't fully find him. Player pushes down beneath.
Mezzi.
He's gonna execute him in a second.
Oh, he has a chance to do a lot more.
He lets this sit. All while Apex dies, Mezzi wins! He pulls the trigger, turns around, and executes them both!
It's got to be the 1-on-2 from Twist now. Mezzi makes the move to make this feel impossible. No spice on the site.
Gotta get picked back up, it will be. Twist fake plant once, Mezzi doesn't bite. Banana player dead! And Twist slain! Mezzi again and again! And Vitality prove there are gaps between them and FaZe on Inferno. 6-round streak takes the life out of FaZe Clan's faces.
Fazbear's Pizza. Definitely not the Freddy's I remember.
Afghantube Cinema.
This is the original. Nobody's been here for decades.
Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Nu alleen in de bioscoop. The silver lining so far on Inferno for FaZe is that Pistols have continued to go their way, but that 3-round start at the very first half of this map, is it all just false confidence for a FaZe Clan in the face of 2025's #1?
It absolutely could be. We've seen Vitality now. They've shown us that they're better on retakes. They showed that last map as well. And even if FaZe can get 2 crazy entries, that the round isn't over. So Pistols are the only reason that this map is even competitive for FaZe Clan. They're going to need 2 just to continue that. Otherwise, this is going to look a lot like Dust 2. FaZe fighting from beneath in every single game that they play. Showing improvements, getting better, putting together some great map streaks. Their Inferno's history looks better than Vitality's. But it looks like Vitality are now fully online.
Made over, is it timed well? Yes, it is. Ooh, damn.
It's unbelievable.
There's some hefty damage on that one from Frozen. Problem is, he's alone on this site.
Playing open.
There's no kit here for FaZe, and it's looking like a retake will be needed. He can try to spam down with some body shots. Oh, or maybe just straight up headshots. Why not?
Frozen are happy.
No entry allowed for free. Executes through smoke. And his nade has softened up the others. FaZe with no kit retakes on. And retakes going to perfection.
They put those pistols together. We can give some credit to Frozen, okay? That nade was awesome.
Sure. And the headshots through the smoke well timed.
Crosshair placement is half the battle, okay? The timing is perfect off the footsteps through the smoke. The nade square between 4 players here. And Frozen playing retake is the difference.
Can't believe you leave him solo on that bomb site. He gets that much value.
Yeah, well, he has shown his value in playoffs, 100%.
I remember
might have been his best map ever on Nuke yesterday. I mean, that was unbelievable.
It was not long ago that 3-0 start on the T side also had FaZe clans, fans frothing.
Now, we might get the most interesting scoreline so far in these maps. Because if FaZe are relying on pistols to get this comeback, then Vitality are going to have to do this the hard way, you know, no matter what. Now, we'll see if they can try to convert this. But this is something we haven't seen yet. Usually the teams that are taking the pistols, they're crushing. FaZe had a fetish for the B site. Seems like Vitality are going to try to do the same thing.
Smoke in front of it still. They're not going to respect that. Trying to climb over top. Good flashbang.
Oh,
as he capitalizes in that moment. And Saiwu's going to find one as well. That is revenge for Frozen's hold in the last round. Man advantage, Vitality forced by. And again, the retake's called for. And again, it does not feature a kit. You've got enough utility to try to flush players out of position, a frag to open up the smoke, but you will not see anybody frantic. Oh, they eat the flashes, and FaZe comes out perfectly. Twist within that moment, gets the trade frag right back, but still the numbers favor Vitality. Oh, the lineup!
What? And they know it's Robs.
Sits back into Banana. His ex-teammates in front of him. With their hopes on the line, he will peek out and die to the USP of all things.
They covered it, the lineup. When you see that from Grill to Emo, 2 players dead to the M4 spray, somehow.
Another one where there is just no time and still he pulls it off. I thought no kit would cost them.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Covered perfectly. Brokey puts that one together. Eating ammo. 3 frags in the finish.
Whoa.
Na'Vi suffered a lot of those rounds yesterday.
But how long can FaZe sustain a CT side that's just surviving with retakes like that? Honestly. Honestly, how long?
This is the time. We'll have to see, man. We'll have to see. What you can say is that Vitality's execute, better flashes, better spacing. They kind of did what FaZe did to them, but they actually put themselves in an even better spot. It was a more unlikely retake. But I think Vitality, at least they can tell themselves, like that really worked. Kerrigan was blind for back-to-back flashes, damn near 6 seconds or so.
Budapest believes. Vitality start this one slower. And they've got a lot to work with right now, right? I feel like sometimes when you start around this slow, FaZe will be considering just how much Vitality have up their sleeve, but there is a comfortable amount of grenades here. They could go for 2 volleys. You know, you look at the nades in FaZe's hands in contrast, as they continue to drop them on the defensive before we get this commitment from Vitality's utility. Luckily here for FaZe, stacking this bomb site at the right time, in the right direction, down to 25 seconds. Vitality have taken their sweet time, and they're still just gonna try to puncture through up the short side. Jacob inside of the pit, cuts off that 1 player towards apartments. Flashbang's good, blinds a bunch of bodies, but there's a bunch of bodies. That's the problem for Vitality. So many defenders. Saiwu, 2 more players to try to topple. Frozen's dead with the last bullet. He claims it, and the last second, did he miss it?
No, he's got it.
Okay.
That bomb's going down.
Clutch is on.
Kerrigan was left alone at B. Now he has to retake. Saiwu, 13 HP.
Tech9 in hand, and Kerrigan tiptoes his way closer. Oh, keeps himself into the cover, has to hit the headshot. At any moment, Kerrigan swings. ZywOo sits.
Oh, Kerrigan's got it.
And FaZe are there to deny it, but it's another by the skin of their teeth.
He'll get on this bomb, it's a defuse. It becomes a one-round game.
You smell that?
Smell like manure in here. I mean, it was almost some of that for Vitality.
This is
really
how it
nice
starts.
Depth, yeah. To be honest, twist kills are so key on the opposite side of default. Rotations are nice and fast there. And Kerrigan, you know, all he has to do is not take a headshot angle fight, and he has a huge advantage. You got an instant kill in MP9. It's only because of ZywOo that we thought maybe that'll happen. Oh, Roki's opened
Powering up now. This is a gun round as well. Vitality's lead, slowly but surely, has begun to disappear. Mezzi on the answer back to Banana, though. That's Frozen just fed over.
Yeah, that's pretty massive, you know. Two damage for Mezzi. No bullets hitting him. And Kerrigan on solo duty again. That's what happened last round, except it was an A play. Vitality looked to go back to what works. Kerrigan went from one of the best maps of his career to getting 3 frags back on Dust 2.
Hell yeah. And now with grenades in hand, he's got 4 bodies of Vitality about to barrel his way, so he puts the smoke down to try to delay it.
Which wolf are we gonna get here on Inferno? Kerrigan's got some heavy duty grenades here. Impact damage. If they want to linger too much, they're gonna eat some damage.
Chucks it in the middle. Still that corner occupied by Robs.
They don't get touched by anything here.
Frag grenade. It's gonna bounce a little too far. That'll do some damage. Smoke comes from the opposite bomb site. Time down at 45 seconds. Kerrigan's trying to cross. Oh, Mezzi's gonna catch him through it. And as Twist moves onto the scene, it's a spray as he crosses his fingers. They'll cross into the bomb site.
And they're just gonna walk away from this. That late smoke, he thought that was the key. He wanted to make sure he had vision as they were gonna run through on the left side, but they made sure to spam it. They made sure to spam it. They're doing a lot of what FaZe are doing, but they're making it look a bit better.
It's Mezzi again.
It's Mezzi again. When are we gonna stop saying his name? He's the one guy, 2 maps now, pure dominance.
Beauty of Mezzi's career, just so overqualified for this position in Vitality, but he also is another supportive pillar, much like Ross, to kind of try to prop up everybody else. But the evolution of Mezzi is what I'm always blown away by. The leadership elements of his play that he starts to bring to the table. He's the one guy who never seems to completely fall into the darkness if things don't go well for Vitality at the start of a map.
We always get that listen in, you hear Mezzi come through with words that, you know, make him appear wise beyond his years just to get everyone back on the right track. Sometimes those are foreboding signs though. When in games like that, when that happens, it's a little too late. We're not seeing that now, however. He's playing well, Vitality R2. They have, yes, let FaZe back into the game, but they keep a lead.
You have to think of all of the costs that were racked up to FaZe Clan in that streak of 3 rounds at the start of this.
Yeah, there's a pot of gold on the other side of this win for Vitality if they can pull it off. Remember, this is a 5v4. Mezzi gets one back, doesn't even take a lick of damage. Not sure how that happened to Frozen. But 2 entries, that's too much to sustain. And because he does it so easily, Vitality keeps so much left over. It's FaZe's economy that's teetering.
Laying off the bomb site. Trying to get up towards Vitality.
Good.
Nate
Here in the bell,
placed. That's ZywOo down to half.
They are calling out their positions quite well. That's
Get
one
into free
vision
damage
spotted,
while you can. And remember, back to ZywOo taking over this position in the first half, right? He was the guy to come over and to solve the problems at B. Well, now it's Broky's chance, but he peels away. Kerrigan's going to get executed from over top.
That's beautiful. Molly on Hobbit made sure that they could not get support for Kerrigan. Now they're in business.
Brings Broky back. Frozen sitting here all the while. And that one smoke grenade.
They're going to expect him on this corner. Kind of brazen for him to be here.
Oh, still goes for the cross. Molotov's coming over. He wants to lock in backside. And the utility's going to disrupt Frozen's position. Brokey can't quite seem to get comfortable in this bomb site. Flashbangs find him. He is dead with nothing to show for it.
Yeah, they barrel through. Everything is perfect in place. That smoke a little off, but no CT there to punish the corner. Vitality just making sure that everything was as good as it felt.
It's a world-class execution. And it's a FaZe clan that just can't keep up.
Twist calls for the save. That is that's the most solid moment, I think, for Vitality on these B execs, because like it's cool to see them do what FaZe did, but a little better. But also coming through these smokes, I feel like they're opening the door to a little bit more variance and like what can happen, especially for the team that's should be playing from a position of power. But right here, the way they make sure to zone Kerrigan, they call out how Kerrigan is making sure that they can punish everybody who's behind that half wall. He lands that nade at Bell. He calls for Brokey to come and peek into logs when he sees a player as he's jumping over the half wall who's doing a good job of sort of playing battleship in that situation. But then Vitality responded with equal and even better gameplay. Zoned him out entirely. There was no chance for him to shoot back. He would have just had to read that someone was above him, and that boost was assembled too quickly.
See the remnants of the save. The little that Kerrigan and Brokey will have, a smoke grenade for each.
We've watched FaZe play Overpass, which is the map that's coming up next. It was by far their worst game of this entire major. We've seen them get a lot better since then, but they also stopped allowing it through since then.
There's nowhere to hide in a best of 5.
They know the pressure's on to win this map here.
Ouch, that nade is tough. Kerrigan down to 36, and remember, only with the pistol. Bomb still floats back by ramp, so Vitality not quite ready to go all in on this just yet, but you can establish a strong line for ZywOo. They actually smoke it out themselves. They'll try to find something over top with the boost on the sandbags, and that is the perfect call out. Frozen goes down, the gun will need to be picked back up. And this B-bomb site feeling prime for the taking yet again. Bomb recovered, joins forces on Banana. And Apex is just gonna try his hand at the commitment again. Kerrigan at bat, steps forward with a clean frag to Flamesy.
Ooh, it's awkward actually. It slows it down at a moment they were about to jump on this.
Awkward flash as well out from Apex, just trying to keep pressure on this Banana hold.
Kerrigan's not alone again.
30 seconds, smoke goes over top. But that's Brokey with the USP.
Man, give him that M4.
With the M4. He's hanging on to it at 36 HP. Trying to hope that they'll let Brokey go unnoticed. Kerrigan, not more left for him to do. Mezzy clearing corners.
Oh, of course, he's got it covered.
Mezzy clearing FaZe clan. Time and time again, out of this B-bomb site, majority stand for Vitality. Do FaZe want to take this chance without a kid?
Yeah, they get on to 11. FaZe, this is the situation they knew they'd find themselves in this moment. Mezzy 20-6. With another successful round of B kills assisted by ZywOo's opener.
And slowly but surely, the tale of this Inferno is going to be one comparable in both halves. Pistol, full conversions. That's 6 of the 7 rounds that FaZe clan are sitting on at the moment. But given runway, Vitality take off time and time again. They've showed it to us all year long. This is miracles on one side of the stage and masters on the other. And Vitality are showing you why we have talked about them all year long.
I mentally forgot about Nuke, as if it never happened. Vitality take firm control here as they steady the ship on Inferno. Another buy-up in response, no op for Brokey to work with. Could have if he really wanted it.
Jacob begins to be freed up from the shackles of the A defense. Goes for, again, a bit of an apartments opening, but you just know Vitality are on the other side of those walls. So he'll peel away. Kerrigan comes over to join forces. Not often we don't see him inside of that B bomb site, but they try to bolster it with the Twist Frozen combo instead. And there's a moment here where Frozen's starting to get frisky towards Banana. Utility from the bottom of ramp. Bomb has been left towards spawn again. Slow squeeze for Vitality to try to secure themselves a 12th round on map 3.
And it's been so much B. It's been so much B. Maybe they get a little loose here on the A side. Maybe they want to come and peek.
Don't do it, Kerrigan.
He's thinking about it.
Don't do it.
But he's not giving in just yet. No op to play with so far. Bomb's getting picked up. Decisions haven't been made yet. Just chilling right now are Vitality, starting to walk it up. And
runs around, and cs2 doesn't really pull the trigger.
And
Wasn't quite ready for that pace. Kerrigan gets away with it, puts Flames in front of it. 25 seconds to this clock, and we've got a group of Vitality players about to try to charge down this A site.
He must have literally blinked.
Jacob with no utility sits inside of the pit. Kerrigan starting to have second-guessing moments here, just frantically runs back over towards the library side. Vitality so heavy up short. Brokey's position's gonna cut off the bomb. Jacob gets his from pit. It's a slaughter. cs2 turned back the other way, and FaZe find their fights.
Wow, and he's in danger. cs2's gonna run away from this 39 HP. This is a mixture of a great hold and time pressure from Vitality. I think cs2 must have literally blinked, not taking that shot on Arch. But the fact that it came down to a single point of failure over on the A side makes you think, here's why there's a lot of B plays happening. Are Vitality as confident as they appear?
3 rounds the gap now for FaZe. Chance to build up some money. The most convincing round win of the second half for FaZe Clan. Keeps Vitality off that overtime secured. And they didn't see what the setup was for FaZe inside of B site, and that was that layered Twists Frozen holding the same angle, something that they were able to tap into on Dust2 a couple of times.
Both teams have been playing so far back on A. There's just been nothing interesting happening on that side of the map until it's an A hit. We're never getting the bottom B flank. Now that's for Vitality and FaZe. But now that FaZe are in the second half, it's their ball game.
Nade gets dunked on the setup. Frag sent back the other way. Frozen at back. Oh, can't manage.
Oh, that's a big kill for Flamesy.
It's a good amount of damage. Flamesy survives the nade. Kerrigan into the back of the site. Has to hope the Twist can help him. Frag doesn't do too much off Twists. And then he dies. It's all fit. Nothing. Nothing here for FaZe.
Mezzy got twisted. CT spawned. Another smoke kill for Mezzy.
3 players inside that B bomb site, and FaZe will come up with nothing.
And he's smoking that FaZe back right now.
Vitality's 12th round, their easiest yet.
Right back to B. They just said, don't overthink the situation, keep it dead simple. Sage advice from cs2.
Save here is critical, and Brokey's back is about to be exposed. Ooh, never mind. Trying to get away, but Rops is a real hunter. Terrorists win. Important to see if he gets this. Brokey in the corner will survive. That's 2 up for FaZe, 4 rounds.
No, you're right. Pretty much their only chance to make this interesting. Besides pistols and conversions, there hasn't been much here for FaZe. Kills like this are just everything.
Singular round win beyond the pistols and conversions. That's it.
Smoke break. That's just so good for Mezzy, man. So alert. So ready.
Look at the limitation that FaZe will have with this one. Brokey tries to go for the mid pick, gets nothing out of the gate. FaZe Clan surely still feel like they need to build up this B bomb site defense. That is why we've seen Twists and Frozen take over control. Frag grenade again, well placed. Flashbang even better. Frozen.
Over the ball.
He doesn't see it. But a back turn to him. He gets away with the run. More players down on the other side of smoke. Frozen barrels through. When push comes to shove, Frozen hits them with the cold shoulder.
Oh, with the volley going in the wrong direction. That flash working wonders. And the M4 doing the rest. FaZe live to breathe another round, it looks like.
Money's fine for Vitality. That's not going to be a problem just yet. All that's happened is you have missed your first of 4 chances to close map 3. Top shot wounds Rops. Bomb in possession now of the FaZe clan. And they are going to win this one with 5 players strong. That is a statement move by Frozen.
I'm not gonna lie, we haven't seen all the layers that give us a great Inferno from both teams. And like for Vitality, finally a response at the bottom of Banana. Not just all of these fallback trap nades. There's been too many rounds from both of these squads that have ended because 2 entries happen when there's a push through a smoke, or it's, you know, the finality of the situation at the mouth of B. It feels like that's happened almost every single round. T attack from both squads. But the utility in the early round has been good from FaZe. The first time they actually send someone down to kill people at the bottom of Banana. I think their one regret would be playing scared and dying that way.
How he gets away with that flashbang. Ooh, it's everything. Getting away with a 3rd kill, all because Mezzy doesn't see it go over top. Well, well, well. We go back and forth, 4 rounds, non-consecutive now. The FaZe fight is alive, folks. But the money's still good for Vitality. Another nade for Apex to have to stomach. Another Molotov to force him back. Trying to keep Vitality away from those very successful B-site executions takes bravery.
Yes. But that's the only way you're actually going to win. There's so much variance just inherently on Banana, you know.
Oh, exposed.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Well-used utility here for Vitality for the 5v4.
The flash paired with the smoke break, that's Frozen out, the main threat from last round.
They took a lot of damage in that process. Will it soften them up for somebody else on FaZe to thrive? Frozen had his round 1 round ago.
This will be curtains for FaZe unless they can come up with a 4v5. Will their good pieces of utility actually have an impact on the outcome of this round?
Kerrigan still just sits here.
And he's got to do something for his team, otherwise they can't justify staying 3B.
That smoke at the bottom of Banana fades. Kerrigan peels back slightly. He can hear the rumblings of this incoming Vitality. A scramble over for Brokey as Kerrigan confirms that they are getting closer, but they're still not an all-in. There is not a full commitment. FaZe Clan now leaning back on 2 defenders per bomb site, and Vitality have made up their minds. They are going to take this challenge to Twist and leave it to Mezzy to come through. But will Jacob be able to stand up when the lights are brightest, holds on to the apartments, and he gets overwhelmed? Mezzy is everywhere. But don't forget about all of that early damage. Brokey taken down to 46 health. Just one of the pack now. As Kerrigan tries to wrap this one around, this is 2 players not working with kits, 2 players not working with utility. As Vitality, kings of 2025, lock into their bomb sites. Look forward to the 2-1 advantage in this best of 5, but they have allowed Kerrigan to creep ever closer. Down goes Brokey, Kerrigan strikes, but it's good night on Inferno, and hello again, Vitality. Surviving the tests time and time again.
match. We see every restart behind it. You see lightning-fast reflexes. We see countless hours building trust. You see a single moment of triumph. We see the 1,000 failures that forged it. Victory isn't just the moment. We win because we reached it together. Level up as one.
I'm winning. I'm shooting my shot and I'm already grinning. You know that I'm one of them, one of you sending. You know you've been cutting, you know I'm ascending. I'm one of them winning. I'm one of them winning. I'm one of them winning. I'm one of them winning.
The return of Area 51, Alienware's highest performance desktop yet, equipped with powerful Intel Core Ultra processors. Innovative architecture designed for ultimate gaming. Engineered to evolve alongside your game. Encounter the legendary Area 51 at Alienware.com.
Create a lobby by your own rules.
Ourselves a pretty crazy ending to that last semi-final. As always, Devilwalk is with me to the side, and then our first special guest. I don't know how this wide shot's going to work. Maybe.
De mini apple pies. Een tractatie. Voor jezelf. Nu bij McDonald's.
Planning my speech in the head, and somehow we lost one round and the second, and then it feels tight. Then your heart starts beating a little bit faster, and yeah, I'm a little bit sad, I'm going to be honest.
What has been the biggest highlight of the major for you so far, Tak?
Oh, as a Brazilian, I have to say Fallen yesterday. The 3K. Today, Twist was really beautiful as well, and really important because it's a major semifinals, and the third map, you know, really difficult situation, and he just delivered a very good round as well. My memory is not very good, so probably I just remember the big moments. The big moments, but there were a lot of highlights and good stuff during this major.
Awesome. So while I've got you two here, what I want to quickly do is, obviously we spoke about the Na'Vi game in depth a little bit, but I want to touch on our other game we had, the Spirit versus Vitality game. You guys both saw it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, Taco, give me first just your initial thoughts on that, the disaster of Spirit falling off, your overall thoughts on what the hell you saw at that point.
Yeah, I even kind of got Spirit as not big favorites because it's Vitality and they are the best team of the year. And but from what I was watching in the major, I felt like Spirit was playing really well, and I thought that they would put a good fight today against them. But also I think the emotional part kinda played a big role in that series. You could see Donk a bit tilted after map 2, I guess, map 1.
Yeah,
map 1.
Map 1 and 2.
He looked. I've never seen him that tilted, and he's been, you know, tilted before in other tournaments, but in this major, I've never seen him tilt like that much. Like
was he that tilted?
He was sitting in his chair, like you know, almost like, I can't believe this.
Was that after the map 1?
Yeah, after map 1.
Oh, I left it, I didn't see it.
He was insanely tilted. I have to agree with you. I had Spirit as kind of my pick for the winner of the matchup. I thought as well. They played great, and you know, it's the fact that you had other individuals stepping up. We spoke to Tanir even before that he's kind of figured out what the timings are in his new kind of role, which is way more passive. And I feel like once you get those kind of extremity players, know when you have freedom to do stuff and they're just not completely passive, that's when you get a great balance of the team. That's when you know that even if Donk, gets into a vulnerable position, they can pressure and release some of the pressure against him, etc. And that's what I felt when I watched them, that they played really well. I think personally that it's probably like a medium result for them. I think they expected more, but this is still kind of a fine result considering the struggles they had prior to the tournament.
Look at his face, he's not agreeing with this.
Yeah?
No, I am agreeing. I mean, I don't know, when you have the best player and one of the best operators in the game.
Where you putting Shiro as one of the best operators in the game?
100%.
Okay, okay.
And
for all the Shiro haters out there, there you go. The truth has been dropped on you.
He's top 3 this year.
For sure. I really expect Spirits to win a lot of games, like a lot of tournaments, not even games. I feel like this tournament, they were the favorites coming into the major quarterfinal. Coming into the major favorites.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Over Fury, over Falcons?
Yeah.
What made you say that? What did you see? I'm just genuinely interested now.
I mean, I don't know, they look very strong. Of course, I feel like their weakness is strats, for sure. They are very readable. But then, of course, they have Donk, which is... it is predictable, but unpredictable in the same...
It's predictable, but he's still going to wipe the floor when he runs into you.
He's so fast. You watch the game, and he's so fast, but... they have good openings and good endings with Donk and Shiro. And what they need is just support. Support on the opening and support on the ending. And sometimes, if Donk fails, I just see the round crumbling down afterwards. Because he didn't do his job. Shiro is very good at closing 2v2, 3v3. But if he doesn't have that situation for him, they're not able to win the game, to win the round. So, but anyways, I still had them as favorites, so I'm going to be honest.
Okay. There is going to be Team GOAT Showmatch versus Team Vaco.
Ooh,
that's your team. That's your team.
You're team captain.
You're the team captain.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna list out who the team is. Team Vaco. It's Taco, Gaules, BT.
Yes.
I don't know how good BT is, but we'll see.
He was a former professional 1.6 player.
Yeah, how long ago? How long ago, bro? MCH. I don't know who MCH is.
He was also a very good Brazilian CS 1.6, and he also played CSGO as well.
Okay, so we've got some old school in there.
It's been a long time since he played.
Okay, so Taka, you're going to have to do some carrying alongside Queserato. That's a big name.
That's my guy.
Queserato's going to save you.
I'm going to be jumping for him tomorrow. Queserato going to get all the kills, my friend. You're going to play with someone who's going to jump.
Taco,
all the info for you.
I don't want to see you being the one jumping. I think you should send maybe BT or Gaules to be the one jumping pro for you. You're going to be the one who needs to do some trades in this. And then on Team GOAT, we've got JL, we've got Simple, we've got Everlone, Mihu.
Take easy. My friend.
You have professional players as well.
Friend.
Yeah, this looks a bit unfair. And then Austin, so they tried to balance out the team by putting an American on your team, but he knows his utility.
I mean, he does. I'm not gonna lie. It looks a little bit unfair towards our side.
Wait, if ever
you can't use your hands. You can't use your hands tomorrow.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna use this as a chance to come back to the professional scene.
No, wait, I'm going to tell you both now. If you mess this show match up for us, this is supposed to be entertaining and fun. If I don't see some silly weapons and some craziness coming out, I'll go back on the stage while you're playing and I'll start messing with your mouse.
I'm starting deathmatch sessions at 8 a.m. on the stage. I'm waiting for
another one of these show matches. So that's how we're getting you back on the stage straight away. In this arena, 20,000 people on a Sunday before grand final.
20,000 people on the show match?
Well, I can't guarantee they're going to come for the show match. But there's you, Simple, Taco, Gaules, like, that's a big enough pull.
I mean, Gaules is very massive.
Yeah, bro.
You're going to get the Brazilians, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be fun.
The drums.
The drums are going to be there.
But they're going to be for you. But it's still fine.
He got excited for about 1 second and then went, oh, no.
You know what? I never played against JL. Never.
Never?
I never played against Taco.
Yeah, maybe in practice, but official tournaments, never.
All right, we need to get to the end of the show. So the last thing I want to discuss with you, Taco, it's finals day tomorrow. The first ever best of fives for a major, and we got Vitality going up against FaZe. Do you believe in that FaZe bullshit magic, or are you saying Vitality right now?
Well, I think Vitality are the big favorites. I didn't expect FaZe to actually go through even the second
stage.
Yeah. They were not looking good, and I think the key factor now, but for FaZe was Jacob. Stepping up
big time.
was really important.
Yeah, huge.
But I think tomorrow Vitality they are the favorites, and I think they gonna win. But FaZe, you can never count them down.
You can never count them out, but I also think Vitality. I think the map pool is too weak for FaZe. I think they've showed that they have 3 maps that they are strong on and
2 confident and 1 like okay.
Yeah, they have Nuke, they have Dust2, they have Inferno. I think those are the maps where they kind of show that they're very competitive on. But in a best of 5 final, I mean, if it was a best of 3, I could definitely see FaZe winning. But best of 5 makes me question against such a well-rounded team like Vitality, who knows how to play every map, even the maps that FaZe play well. I could still see Vitality winning every single one of those.
I agree 100%. I wouldn't change a word of from what you said.
All right, so this is the end of the StarLadder All About Counter-Strike podcast for the Budapest Major. We've had a lot of fun. It's Taco, me, Devilwalk rocking it. I'm going to end as we go into this. Is episode what, Devilwalk?
42.
42. We managed to get to episode 42. There will be another one when the grand final ends to close out the whole major. You won't want to miss it, but also the show match into the best of 5. This is the way we end the show. Caralho.
Vamos, caralho.
Vamos, caralho.
There we go. Good night, people.
Ready? Yeah. Flashing. Go. 2 banana, guys. Twist. I take long. Careful long.
Yeah, Jacob, I take long.
I'm ready to flash. Molly coils. Flash. Flash. 2 more. Last 2 B. Careful, they take CT. Oh, wins.
I'll hold CT.
1 is half HP. When is on? 1 close wins. Oh, dark. 2, you should go first. You have 30 HP.
I'm a flashing Molly. I can try Molly dark.
You can. Stay alone, Will. Go.
Flashed over once.
Flash from What do you know?
I'm Molly dark.
Wait, nice! Sick, boys! Sick.
Dead runs.
Nice. 2v2. They are more low HP, guys. Play together. 7 bullets, Mateo.
Yeah.
I have a Molly.
Yeah, I'm faking that
Molly pool, Mateo, maybe, no? Go back CT and Molly pool.
Yes.
2 wins. Nice! You can take, okay. Nice, sick, Mateo. I'm retarded.
I'm here with Xtaz. Obviously, this map went much better than the first one, after which I called you. Game plan was respected this time.
Yeah, we expect everything, CT and T side, even though the T side it was a bit of a mess at some point. But yeah, I'm happy with that.
Some annoying rounds went their way, but you keep composed. You lost also both pistol rounds, so it looks like the whole map you were in control. Is that something you feel as well?
Yeah, I think so.
You lost also both pistol rounds, so it looks like the whole map you were in control. Is that something you feel as well?
Yeah, I think so.
Absolutely fantastic. He came into this tournament, obviously, as Maui has described him, overqualified in his positions. And right now, I don't know what overqualifying, is saying, but I think he's overachieving in every single aspect that we could ever expect coming out of Messi. He's having a blast right now.
I feel like FaZe, they know what it's like to have a great late round player when they had Robs. And somehow Vitality seemed to have 2 of them. Both Robs and Mezzi both are just contributing so well in the late rounds. It makes it so that even if Vitality have a couple missteps in the first engagement, the first map control stages, doesn't even seem to matter because Mezzi has just been so solid in terms of finding the trades, being a clutch player, and he's so composed too. I feel like some of the plays that we're seeing from him just show so much expertise, so much experience in terms of how he on the big stage looks like that he is more composed than even sometimes Kerrigan, Apex, who throwing caution to the wind. He's the one that really has just been the foundation for this Vitality team.
Hey, you can look at the starts of Vitality. You know, you have cs2 who's 16 and 12, Robs 14 and 14. You know, it's such a huge performance for Messi, ending the game and 23 kills and 8 deaths. That's a massive performance, and especially in a map that's this close. You know, there were a few rounds that could have gone FaZe's way that made it shaky, and they could have been in a disadvantage. But Messi pulled them back. Messi made sure that they could continuously gain the momentum.
Hello. Fuck this map, guys.
Remove any doubts in your head. It's us or them. Laying down smoke. Incendiary. Throwing a grenade.
Is it A?
Yeah, I guess it's A. Oh god. But wait. They can wait.
The smoke mid.
Yeah, ramp to ramp. It's free B.
They're all B, man.
Not all B.
Play one.
Dude, can we win this place? Let's go stack B something.
Go who? Fast mid, eco round.
Yeah, go.
Yellow wire play full. Two.
Let's move up. Throwing smoke. Laying down smoke. Grenade out. Throwing flashbang. Throwing smoke. Decoy.
Why are you pushing B, man?
Yeah, help me BT.
To go down. Pushing.
One cave B.
Yeah, it's small. Yes. Yeah,
Is it there?
yes.
Why you don't give him a fast?
This game is easy, I think.
We are good to go. Throwing fire. Smoke.
Orange. I'm going. not 8, not 8. I rotate. I guess it's
Why you left B, yellow, go B.
Hold cave, hero, please.
look at
I'm blocking mid.
retro.
Hold cave, stay like this, hero. I'm looking around.
Deploying flashbang.
Why is you guys?
Push. Dead the area out. Laying down smoke. Throwing flashbang. Throwing fire. Incendiary out. Grenade out. Throwing
One
flashbang.
around. Yeah, around some.
Smoke flashbang.
For 1 minute.
بعمل دونت.
Throwing fire.
Where is the one?
Throwing a grenade.
One watch city, man.
I guess.
Do we have bomb?
No.
Counter-terrorists win. All right.
Jesus.
Thank you. Let's go. Incendiary. Throwing fire. Grenade out. Smoke. Grenade out. Throwing smoke. Throwing smoke.
I guess Spain.
Grenade out. Throwing smoke. Throwing flashbang.
Yeah,
Yeah, wait.
big hit.
Mid. One mid. Watch long. Help.
One elbow.
Deploying flashbang. Flashbang.
Help! Fucking idiot, yellow motherfucking idiot. I told you help, part. GG. Stay with purple. Purple, use your fucking smoke, idiot. Yellow, why you can't fucking mid, idiot?
Nothing we. Half. 11 and purple, you fucking motherfuckers. Use your fucking microphone. One seat. Bomb has been planted. Grenade out. Terrorists win.
Two guys in. One here. Donuts. Help. Hey. Behind. It's beer. Last round. You safe. Nice. Report for Griff. One donut.
Behind you. A clear. Let's push, let's push.
Molotov out. Throwing the flash. Flashbang out.
Terrorists win.
Orange, drop me. I take my tail.
Nice job.
Wait, orange, don't die.
Play together, play together. Nice flash.
Throwing flashbang. Let's move.
Careful for rush. A clear, be clear, I guess. To the go.
Be clear.
Go B.
Green, just don't die.
Yeah, just go B.
Laying down some fire. Glowing smoke shield. Throwing a flash. Flashbang out.
Terrorists win.
Try to come.
Counter-terrorists win.
AWP mid. One pushing.
Counter-terrorists win.
Go ahead, that bomb.
Throwing flashbang. Smoking. Cover me while I plant.
Has been planted.
Throwing a flash.
Big.
Defusing. Grenade. Grenade. Fucking bad. So bad. So fucking bad.
65 damage on round.
Taking out the Opper on the other side. That's the depth of this team on display. ZywOo, the most efficient player in history.
Set up by Robs, the damnation of FaZe Clan right now. Changed jerseys, switched projects, brought vitality to the top. and will shove FaZe into the dumpsters here on Overpass at this rate. 18 kills in 9 rounds of play. Brokey's gonna be found out by ZywOo. FaZe are trying anything they can to get anything going. They will find no refuge. They will find no saving grace in the face of a Vitality that not only built an era, but an empire. Their run in the first half of 2025 spanned the globe. All of the difficult travel days, all of those long journeys, never enough to put Vitality off kilter. There's never been excuses for Vitality. There's never been reasons to doubt.
Apex doesn't care who the crowd is cheering for. He brings his A1 game no matter what. 2 up now for FaZe. Jacob, the rookie. Tasked to defend this B site, taking out one more victim of ZywOo.
A double-digit T side for Vitality. And how desperate you must be. As the crowd that chanted your names as you took the stage this morning turns on you while you save. But this gun isn't just trying to save the next round, it's trying to save anything of this CT side. FaZe Clan fan favorites disrespected by Vitality in this 4th map of the Grand Finals.
This is what it looks like when you know how to win. FaZe have not lifted a trophy this year. Not played a best-of-5 grand final. The last time they played one in CS2, they got 3-0. No maps in CS2 in a best-of-5 grand final, and it's not the same roster. It hasn't been any time recent. Everything was stacked against them, but it's never been so apparent than it is now. Still, an emphatic Xtaz behind Vitality, making sure they don't let go of this death grip they have on this team. And that's because no roster in this major has been as scary as FaZe, no matter what the scoreline has been.
This is one of those moments where you think if you don't laugh, you'll just cry. How many times is Kerrigan gonna make it to a grand finals only to have his heart broken? Because I think he's a little used to heartbreak by this point, but embarrassment? FaZe are known to fight. Still sitting on 0 rounds of the favored side on Overpass.
It's a map that'll make you, it's, you know, normally this happens on CT side and the map feels tiny. Here you get a chance to control the tempo. Initiate reactions, but no, it's been Vitality. Still puppeteering every situation in their favor.
Brokey sees the shadow, the sliver of hope that was an opening kill instead is their ex-teammate surviving and still thriving. Top of the scoreboard.
They're just begging for one whole frag.
Didn't even look them in the eyes as he has blasted his way through this CT half. Apex will find Frozen. Executes him with ease on the climb up towards that A site. Keeps the threat of the 12-0 half well and truly alive. Nobody will ever be able to take FaZe's name out of Budapest when you think of the run that they have made. Vitality had to stare the most stacked playoff bracket in history straight in the eyes and tell themselves, we are still the best. And what a display this 4th map will be if they can continue to just keep winning each and every round. This B-bomb site has nothing to say. No opposition can stand this test.
This one's going beyond the strategy, beyond the tactics. This is where we see Counter-Strike can be 100% mental. Vitality, they see the finish line. FaZe don't, and that's clear.
for the road, Kerrigan. It's nice to see him laughing, but I can't help but feel like he understands this game is done. And if this game is done...
He's come to a lot of major finals.
I didn't say it.
What a statement from Vitality, if that's how they close the year.
A year that has already featured so much success for Vitality, we thought it was damn near impossible for them to ever get better. Their struggles only began in the second half of 2025 as the evolution of all of their competitors took center stage.
They've taken their rows out of the water. They're cruising. They're in the flow state. It's not the work they put in this game to get here. It's the work they put in this year to get this game.
Frozen's off, finds Flamesy. Just trying to find that one. Weight of the world on FaZe Clan's shoulders. It always has been for this entire major run. Apex is gonna make sure that it's one and only for Frozen on the op.
Another 5v4 answered back instantly. Double op set up here for FaZe. One last stand on this CT side.
Brokey trying to play ahead of the smoke. Yeah, he'll find it. Collateral shot, but Rox makes sure to send bullets back through. And so the numbers stay even as the scramble comes forward here for FaZe. Just not the embarrassment. That's all they hope for. Rox into the AWP. Popeye twists. Leave it to ZywOo to crush the FaZe clan. A Tech-9 in hand. Had a bomb over towards the bathrooms. He's not going for the bomb. He's going for the kills. He's going for the throws. To rip out the jugular and to crush their hope. By God, FaZe clan, find one. Majors are a celebration of Counter-Strike, and Vitality looking truly like the best team in the world. FaZe Clan just trying to enjoy this moment.
Maestro truffel. Een heerlijk cadeau voor jezelf. Onze burger van juicy rundvlees, crispy bacon en romige zwarte truffelsaus. Tijdelijk terug, de Maestro truffel.
For an entire major, we have watched as FaZe Clan fight back from the brink, but never has the game been so stacked against them. Never has a result felt so far from their grasp. An 11-1 half to Vitality's favor on Overpass, showing us the depths that it takes to be the world's best.
It's something we can all relate to in this moment. All you can do is laugh. We see the smiles on FaZe. We see the smiles on Vitality. They have a layup to close this.
It's GG, guys. We know that. They have no chance. We're fucking great.
And Apex still says stay focused.
Never give FaZe Clan slack. That's the rule. ZywOo sitting behind the barrels, trying to be that world's #1. And as Berettas go down, it is a glimmer of hope here for FaZe Clan. Remember, they take pistols off Vitality. And so maybe a T-side run is still yet to be had. A little more room to fight with in Budapest. 4 versus 2 in the post plant. FaZe and Rops over to the short side. Neither of them have a kit to play with. Twist goes deep towards Graffiti. And FaZe Clan still want to give each and every one of you a show. Tiptoeing their way in from short. It's both down, and it's a FaZe Clan pistol. But it's a long road to that 11 rounds of Team Vitality.
And instantly all the words come out here from FaZe Clan. And again, it's house money for them. If they make something happen, amazing. If not, well, at least they didn't put their expectations up too high. This is why Apex said stay focused. It's another great pistol round here to stave off the embarrassment of an absolute shutdown of a map. And that's why everybody loves FaZe.
Why is Xstats pissed?
Oh, you gotta love it. You have got to love it. Budapest, are they making this comeback? Come on. They always wait until you think you've seen it all.
That's why Counter-Strike's the gift that keeps on giving. Because how many times have you told yourself, well, I've seen it all? They will pull on your heartstrings to the bitter end. Little deagle damage, careful now. You'd hate for it to be an embarrassing end. 5-7 of Mezzi drops this slow Rops flank from bathrooms. 5-7 good to kill Frozen. Remember, they're ex-teammates. Don't let Rops be the one. How does ZywOo do that? Double deagle kill. No. There comes FaZe. And there's that swift reminder. Kerrigan, good luck. Rops hands on the AK, cut down FaZe Clan. Yeah, it's all a laughing matter.
Oh, and it's not even a rifle to do it.
Until reality slaps you upside the head, 12-2. Vitality now stand on the finish line.
Reality minutes away. FaZe doing their best to try to ignore it. Oh my. And ZywOo's getting kills like that.
They know how close they are.
One of the few times FaZe don't convert around like this.
The first half of 2025 will be remembered as Vitality dominating the opposition. Constantly the champions. The second half of this year was one where they had to take a back seat and had to learn to adapt. Had to learn again what it was like to feel the loss. ZywOo steps forward towards the bathrooms to try to end this here and now. That long push comes onto the flank. And now Apex over top of the van. Kerrigan, there's nowhere to run. So little place to hide. Frozen meant to support him. On for the 1v3 or else. Vitality reigning, defending, back-to-back major champions. One frag from it and Frozen will fight to the bitter end. Apex on the front of the bomb site. Frozen on the swing, and it's Apex himself to end it. The one and only Dan Mattisclair. 2 majors in CSGO, 2 majors in CS2.
And who knows how many more. This team bouncing back from themselves versus a whole new field. Bigger, badder, and stronger to get the final word in the second season. After already giving us something we had never seen. and thought was never possible after Astralis.
They built their era, they claimed their empire, and now they will pen the beginning of the second act of Vitality's global domination. With Budapest as our battleground, where history whispers from every cobblestone, Vitality's legend will never be forgotten.
Never. This team jubilant, fans on their feet, everyone waiting for this moment. They finally can say they killed FaZe.
And they can finally say that they can continue to make a claim as one of Counter-Strike's greatest to ever do it. Astralis's records are the only things in their sight. The only back-to-back major champion since 2019. After the greatest season of Counter-Strike we've ever seen, it is Vitality back on top. Your StarLadder Budapest Major Champions!
Budapest Major Champions. Vitality.
Vitality have done it! Back-to-back major champions! Flamesy, it's quite the journey you have been on. If you remember joining after Paris, they'd already lifted a trophy, people doubted you, didn't believe in you, but you've shown up time and time again, and now you're part of history. How does this moment feel?
You cannot describe it in words. It's just an insane experience. This year has been nothing but crazy. I have an amazing players beside me, and we all know that we might not have a chance to be a part of this group in our future. So we want to do our best in this team, and that's what we get. And yeah, that was the cherry on top of the year, and I'm so happy to be in this part of this team. And yeah, it's amazing.
And I know you got your brothers here, your girlfriends here, there's family watching. Anything you want to say to them?
Well, I love you all. Thank you for coming. It's a lot of fans came to support us from the Golden Hornets and a lot of fans from home. And nothing but thanks. It's really amazing to hear your voices so much. And for all the crowd, to be honest, you were amazing.
Hey, come on! Mezzi, you were a beast in this grand final, man. I think he may call you British player, but I'm going to call you the greatest British player of all time in any version of Counter-Strike, and it is not even close right now. Just tell me what the hell happened in this final, bro.
Well, I don't even know. This team is special. It's one of the greatest of all time. Just so grateful and happy to be part of this process and part of this team. They're everyone in this lineup, everyone behind the scenes do a great job, and yeah, I'm just like I say, crazy. It's insane that this is the life, and this is what I'm a part of. But yeah, thank you to all the fans in the arena. This was one of the craziest finals to play. Thank you so much.
And I know you've also got your fiance there, you got your baby as well. There's time away from home. There's a lot of sacrifice you need to do, but these moments make it all worth it. But what do you want to say to them for supporting all this way?
Yeah, I mean they're everything. Without them, it's impossible to do the job that I do today, and impossible to be able to focus on what I do. So everything I do here and all the sacrifices is all for them. So yeah, I'm just happy we could pull through today and end the season with a bang and end the season as one of the greatest years of CS history.
Exactly that. Thank you very much, Mezzy. Robs, the CS2 specialist. Grand final after grand final after grand final and one more. And 2 of these major trophies to your name. I saw you lift it first, and I don't think I've seen you that happy before. What felt different this time?
I don't know. I mean, I'm speechless. I'm really tired. I had the worst sleep today. Oh, no. I had the worst appetite. I barely ate today. It's because of a lot of stress coming into against FaZe. It's for me it's special to play them. Maybe for them it's not as much, but still they have some history with me. But for me it was a special day today, and it was hard to come into this match, and I'm happy the way we did.
Is it an emotional matchup for you as well? Is that where it hits, the emotional side?
I think Austin was one of them. I think today was a very special day and very emotional. I mean, the moment you win is pure euphoria. I mean, you accomplish everything you wanted, and yeah, I'm just fucking happy, man.
I don't blame you. Can I ask you one cheeky little question? 3 majors, do we get another Porsche? X-Taz, you can't get away from me. Quite a journey this team's been on this year. From where you were before coming into this major, seeing that you weren't able to lift as many trophies, battling with what this team had to do. How proud are you of these individuals and the way they've worked to make this back-to-back dream a reality? Can you just talk me through this crazy process?
I mean, me and you, we fucked up a bit in Hong Kong and in Chengdu, but we had a good talk after. We've done especially how we wanted to play on T side, etc. I cannot say I expected to win the major, of course, but I felt really confident after our preparation, the bootcamp, as every team, but I don't know, I can feel when the team is ready to fight and to win a big trophy, so I'm really proud that also my staff, they did an amazing job just to support me every day, to make me better, so it's for them.
It's for them and it's for you, man. Congratulations. Apex! You've been in this situation before. You've been down a map in the finals. It's a best of 5, it's FaZe. Just tell me what it took from this team, what it took from you leading this, the energy and everything to make sure this dream that you had to get a back-to-back major was a reality.
Well, after such a rough start on Nuke, where we know that FaZe are playing really well, but we play way too passive, we didn't try to take any duels, and they had all the space they wanted, so it was pretty tough, but I told them, guys, if we want the back-to-back, we'll have to show the real vitality. And I told them, the same I said in Austin, if the real vitality is showing up, we will win. I have no doubt about that. And that's what happened. It's all about being present on the big moments, playing the same as you usually do on the big moments, and that's what we did today.
It is what you did today. You made a big statement as well. I remember back in 2024, you said, this year it's going to be different. You were not happy with what you showed. This time, you've come back. This time you've done all the trophies. You built this team up from the ground up. How much does it mean to you? How can you describe this rush of emotions and feeling, especially because you dipped down a little bit in the second half of the season?
Yeah, we dipped down a bit, but how can you manage to do the same season as we did on the first one? 8 tournaments, 7 trophies, it's tough to replicate, right? We still did 2 trophies, the most important one, and that's what we wanted. And yeah, 9 trophies this season. The best team of all time is used to be Astralis. They won 10 and 1 major in the same year. We did 9, but two majors. So I don't know who is better, but we accomplished something incredible this year. Something I didn't expect possible. And I'm so proud of the guys. I never expected when I took the IGL to win 3 majors on IGL. No, the dream come true, but Dupree, I'm coming to you.
And lastly, they booed you, they cheered you, they give you everything. Final words to them and everyone at home.
Well, I don't know, it's just natural for me not to get booed, to hear fuck you Apex. It's just so natural that you need to change a bit because it makes me happy, you know, that you say that. So at some point, step up your trash talk and maybe I will be mad, but not now. Sorry, guys.
And with that, here stands the back-to-back major champions. Budapest, everyone on your feet, as much noise as possible. It's Team Vitality!
The back-to-back major dream a reality as Vitality return to greatness. Greatness not just defined by 9 trophies this year, but defined by resilience, weathering the storms in their path throughout the second half of this season to return with an emphatic finish. Major champions once more, and the kings of Counter-Strike, Jacob, to end out this year in Budapest.
The kings of Counter-Strike, there is no doubt about it. What a year 2025 have been for Team Vitality. We talked about them coming into the major as a team who, let's be honest, you know, were in a bit of a dip form, but as we spoke about so many times throughout the tournament, Maui, their worst shape, their worst looking Vitality is sometimes losing a map like they did tonight against FaZe Clan, you know, finishing in a semi-final or maybe losing a grand final. If that is the worst you can do as a team, winning 2 majors in 1 year and just getting to the semi-finals, there's no doubt in my mind. Apex was asking the question on the stage, are they better than Astralis? Did they have a stronger year than them? I'm inclined to say yes.
Oh, okay. Discussion that we might have to open up later, but I feel like what this actually cements is that we've put a bookend on the era discussion that the whole time some people were wondering, oh, was it just a streak? Is it really an era? Well, with 2 majors in the year, with starting at Katowice, ending here in Budapest, I have to say it is definitively an era. This kind of streak, in terms of placements, in terms of consistency, it's really unparalleled. Yes, Apex was talking about Astralis' year, but you look at the quality of tournaments that they won here, and it is hard to say that this is any worse.
I think it is. You know, this is the greatest Counter-Strike team we've ever seen, for sure.
Vitality lifting back-to-back major trophies. The first
With every celebration, there is also some heartbreak. But FaZe, they showed up from the beginning.